Hey, it's the Bennington Show midweek. I'm Ron Bennington. There's Gail Bennington.
Yo.
And I'm Ron Bennington. Got started with a little Jersey rock.
Yes. Smithereen started us off because this weekend is the premiere of GPS New Jersey, 3 p.m. East on Saturday, Deep Tracks, Channel 27.
A lot of Jersey bands, a lot of cool stuff. Call in and win. 908-601-6976. 908-601-6976. Call and win. 908-601-6976.
There you
go. Also, man, this is very, very cool. We got a big unmasked next week. Joe Coy.
That's happening Wednesday.
Joe Coy.
Wednesday, August 9th at 1 p.m. here at the Sirius XM studios. You go to the ibang.com for tickets.
I love that. Joe Coy, great new special, too. And I want to get this out of the way right away. Bald-headed Kathy Griffin. Now, we have bald-headed. I bald the site has bald head. Which do you prefer?
I usually say bald-headed.
I say bald head. What would you say, Chris?
I would say bald-headed.
I don't like the thing of headed, like it's in the past tense. You see what I'm saying here?
Yeah.
It's a bald head, not a bald-headed. Vito.
I'm with you. It's a bald head.
Thank you, Vito.
You guys are always teaming up against me and Chris.
Fuck. We have to. Call in and win. 908-601-6976. 908-601-6976. Be a big winner. Now, let me take a look at just, that picture there. Well, first of all, this thing, I'm shaving my head because my sister has cancer or my friend has cancer or somebody in my school has cancer. The worst thing about having cancer is not having a bald fucking head.
Yeah.
Half the fucking planet has a bald head right now.
Pretty sure it's not vanity.
I saw a comedian with a fucking head of hair the other day. I took a picture of him. That's how many bald-headed people are out there.
Like, I feel like maybe this is a strange thing to say, but I feel like if I had cancer, I had to shave my head because I was going through chemo, the last thing I'd want is someone else stealing my thunder and being like, I get it. I'm with you. I want people to look at me and think I have cancer. No, it's about me right now. This is my time.
This is my time to shine. I want to look like the Oscar. She looks like she's in like a Star Trek or something.
Yeah, she kind of looks like a cute Gollum. You know what I mean? Like if Gollum had like a lady friend.
It looks like that her head should be bloody and she should be hanging it from her own hand. And then Barron Trump screaming, Mommy! Mommy!
Barron, it's just fake.
It's a fucking doll head. Stop it. This is why you don't have a TV in your room. A kid should never have a TV in his room.
It's not good. I don't think anyone should. I just put one in.
Lay down and watch some TV.
I know. I just put one. I just moved my old TV and then got a new TV, so now I have one in my bedroom. But I don't think it's good. I don't think it's a good thing to have.
908-601-6976. Write it down. Call it often. 908-601-6976. So anyway, that picture of bald-headed. Okay, You guys happy now?
Yeah, thank you.
Bald-headed Kathy Griffin. I think this makes her likable, and I think all the Republicans should forgive her now.
Yeah. I mean, look at how kind she is. Vulnerable,
she's great.
Sweet. It's almost like she would never cut someone's head off.
The Queen just wrote, I can barely stand hair-headed Kathy Griffin. That's a fucking funny line. I like this story, too. The nude dude busted for strolling around a Massachusetts street just naked. They fucking just taken him once. The second time they got to take him in. They should have fucking tasered his bulb. It's always funny that somebody just this thing. I know that you like being naked, dude, but what's your fucking point? Put on a pair of shorts. That's it. A thin pair of shorts. Nobody's gonna fucking bother you.
You know, when I first saw the headline of this story, I thought that this was in Lawrence, Kansas, where Barry Crimmins does his specials. I was like, it's not Crimmins, is it?
Why, does it look like Crimmins?
No, it's Lawrence, Massachusetts.
Oh,
and I was
okay.
just like, what's going on in Lawrence?
Well, he loves Lawrence, doesn't he?
He does. It's his town.
He ought to shave his head in honor of Kathy Griffin's sister. Mean a lot to her right now. Now she doesn't feel like a fucking nut. You know, everybody's doing it.
Look at the confidence of this guy. I like that it's like he's nude, but he's not running. This is not like a streaking situation.
No. He's strolling.
He's like it's just like in a little bit of a strut.
I think he likes people go, oh! That's his favorite thing. If you ever, what are those guys they like to show their dicks off?
A flasher?
All right, flasher. Just fucking point and laugh and say, I never saw one so small.
The best case scenario.
Don't act like you're freaked out, and then don't just start licking your lips and staring at it.
Mocking is the only defense.
Oh, it is Lawrence, Kansas.
Oh, it is? I thought it was in Massachusetts.
I thought it was in Massachusetts, too. All right, we fucked up. Well, what's the title say?
Lawrence, I think, somewhere.
Does Lawrence, that doesn't say Mass?
Doesn't say Mass.
Okay, good.
Oh, it's Massachusetts Street.
Oh, what a fuck up. What a clusterfuck.
This
We're
is
having.
terrible. So Crimmins is behind this.
All right. 908-601-6976. Give them a call right now to win. 908-601-6976. I remember to say, what the fuck? I like this story. It's up on the iBank today. It's actually, I'm going to say this right off the bat. This is my favorite of everything. It's the calf that looks just like Gene Simmons.
This is actually
Make sure Norton sees this so he can buy this calf. That would be my fucking dream if Norton buys this calf, takes it everywhere with him.
This calf is the absolute best.
It's like when you know how Disney will buy any animal that, has
is a Mickey. I forgot
that
about
has
that.
a Mickey Mouse kind of marking.
It will?
Yeah.
There will always be a cow that it looks like it's got it's just one circle and then two small circles, and everyone's like, oh, that's and then fucking Disney buys it and they put it in a fucking hotel. And let the kids throw rocks at it.
Oh, Jesus.
It's really fun. I mean, when you have little ones, it's so fun.
Is there an age limit?
Look who it is, Jenny Hutt, outside of my window
Jenny
right there.
Hutt.
Given Hutt.
I'd like to find a calf that looks like Jenny Hutt.
I call her
Look at
Jenny
her
Hutt.
fucking bedazzled phone.
I know. She's always tricked out. Look at also her lanyard has
It's bedazzled too.
I don't see that.
she's got, because her ID is attached to that.
All right, smart move. Smart move, Jenny Hutt.
She likes, the finer things of life.
This guy lives near Nude Dude. Mike in Kansas.
Hey, guys. That Naked Man story was Lawrence, Kansas. That was on Massachusetts Street in Lawrence.
All right, this is why it
Wasn't
fucking
very
confuses us. Everybody let's have one name in it. If I was elected president, and God willing I will be, I'm getting rid of the names of everything, and everything will be numbered. The fucking town will be numbered. The streets will be numbered.
And please, numbered in order. And I'm looking at you fucking queens with your weird decisions to just do 35th Street, then 35th Avenue, then fucking random.
Road.
Yeah, just no.
Yeah, I have a way of dealing with that. I refuse to go to Queens
That's
under
smart.
any circumstances. And I won't use their two shitty airports.
I did not enjoy the experience of either one of those airports. Remind me to Jenny, but then I'm just like, oh.
Hi.
You can hear
Jenny Hutt, very bedazzled.
I'm not that bedazzled.
No, your phone and your lanyard.
Yeah, this is
You're so
this
fancy.
is Etsy. My lanyard is an Etsy, just and my phone is bespoke.
Who are you talking to? Who are the hot chicks?
Oh, I was talking to Serena, my boss.
Oh.
And then a woman who's with the New York City Wine and Food Festival. Hi.
Hi.
Hello, Bennington.
You have a tiny channel then, huh? You're tiny, they're tiny.
You mean as in height?
Yeah.
I'm definitely short.
What did you think I mean? Vagina?
Yeah, my vagina is small.
It is?
thankfully. Yeah, I had 2 C-sections, so it's a lucky break.
Yeah, but that's that's the natural way.
You know how it is.
Now, you finally came to work.
I did.
It's great to see you. You come in once a year?
Twice, usually twice. Yeah. but that's it.
What are you working on right now? What's
So
happening with you?
I was interviewing Joe Scarborough, and now I'm going to interview Raven Simone.
Do you like Joe Scarborough?
I do. I watch Morning Joe often.
You know what Joe Scarborough's show should be called? I'm the News. I'm the News. Me and my lovely fiance are the news.
How is that so, Raven?
That's going to be in about 5 minutes.
Nice.
So it'll be.
She got a new show too?
Yes, she does. I forget the name of it.
Are you going to work in You're So
Still
Raven?
so Raven.
Still, she is still so Raven.
Are you going to say that to her at one point?
Now I will, just because of
You're
Gail.
so Raven.
Yeah,
just
do
because
it.
of Gail. And in my head, I'm going to be thinking Gail the whole time.
Jenny, how do I get shoes like this?
By the way,
to add how
Gail, your eulogizing of Sam Shepard was really beautiful.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I'm the one who started.
I know,
I'm the
but
one who went out to see him at the
It's
92nd
not bad.
Street Y.
It's not bad. It's just I listen all the time. I'm often driving during Bennington, and when I'm
When are you
driving
driving all the
Bennington,
time?
what do you mean? I'm a suburban housefrau. I have 2 kids.
Yeah, but
Both
you
of them
got
drive,
7
but I'm always
servants.
driving. I do not.
How many?
4?
4, okay.
I have
that's
9.
fine.
Please. I have 3 dogs, 2 children, 1 husband. It's hell.
All right, rank them as much as you like.
Oh, well. Oh, but
There's a lot of talk you're getting a divorce.
No.
Is that
God,
true?
No, I love
I
him.
started it.
Terrible.
No,
started
but
it,
but you
Gail.
have affairs.
No. I mean,
What
is
do
it
you have?
open fun,
marriage?
though? I think so.
Yeah.
What?
Is it open marriage then?
No.
Closed marriage?
Yeah.
Ew.
Weird, right?
2017.
Antiquated. Why would I do that? It's so strange.
Now, well, congratulations on the Joe Scarborough and the Raven. And what's Joe pushing?
He has an album.
Oh, that's right.
It's good, though. Listen to
Come on,
it.
I did. I saw the stupid Trump song. It's fucking wacky. It's wacky.
Wait, isn't it like a parody song?
No, man. It's some kind of like, I don't know, like if Beck had no talent, I guess is the way to go
I
with it.
disagree with you. I think he's quite good.
First of all, your taste from music is
Different
There's a
than
reason
yours.
you didn't go into the family business. By the way, I saw an article with your that had your dad's name. I don't know. Somebody sent it to me, but it was about this Italian restaurant that you can't get into, but he goes once a week or
Rayo's.
something.
Once a month.
Rayo's?
Rayo's.
Once a month.
Yeah.
But he's got his own table.
It's like
Yeah,
a
once a
special
month.
table.
Yeah.
He
Said
can.
giant celebs there
That's
with him.
very cool.
Right. That's true. How's your dog?
She's doing well. She's doing very
Do you
well.
say that to people? How's your dog?
Yeah, because I'm a big animal person.
You know what? The planet is. It's not a big deal. It's not. It doesn't. I don't run into people who are like, I don't like pets. I don't like a cute animal
There are
that
some
like loves
people
me.
like that. It's very suspect. It's not great.
This is as close as I know of somebody who doesn't like pets. Chris likes cats more than dogs.
I like cats. I'm allergic to them.
I
I
like
like,
cats.
them.
But you don't prefer
I
them.
wish I was allergic to cats. That way I could say, could you take your cat away? I'm going to start and fake this. Get me papers, Chris. Get me papers and say I'm allergic to cats.
But isn't that what you do if you don't want to shake someone's hand or give a hug or a kiss? You say like you have a cold or you don't want to get them, like you do the whole.
Yeah.
Or you could say that you're religious. Like
Or you could say your hand sweats.
Yeah.
Someone said to me the other day, I don't shake hands. My hand's too sweaty. If you want to talk to Jenny Hutt, 908-601-6976. That's her home number. 908-601-6976.
Give her a ring.
Just I know that you don't want me to give out your cell phone
you for
number.
doing that, yeah.
But do me a favor, and I know you're in a happy marriage, but talk dirty to listeners, because that's not cheating. Phone sex is not cheating.
Hell no. No touching.
It's not cheating. Talking.
Yes.
I don't
You're
even
not
know how, I
looking.
wouldn't even. What is talking dirty? It's what the kids do, I think.
Just be like, I have a butt. You
Yeah,
know,
like,
I have a butt.
butt. and
Oh,
it's-
man.
It's just a little bit long.
First, a long butt? What?
She's long in the butt.
I'm long in the butt and in the tooth. It's hot. My boobs are real and old. Was that hot?
Yeah, it's unbelievably hot. You know why it's hot? It's your truth. So,
All right,
call
have to
Jenny
go.
now, 908-601-6976.
I'm excited to get these calls.
Maybe she'll put you on with Raven.
Definitely.
All right.
All right, I'm going.
Bye.
So nice to
Bye.
see you. Thank you for
Nice
having
to
me
see
in.
you.
All right, see you. Bye. Bye, Bennington. I'll be listening later.
So she's wearing platform sneakers.
I know,
They're Gucci.
Oh, Gucci. See, I asked her how to get them. The Gucci.
How do you get them? You
I'm not
fucking
that
waste
bougie.
money.
$3,000. That's it.
Is that it?
I would guess Gucci.
Look up platform sneakers for me, Chris.
Gooch.
How about, like, she loves Joe Scarborough? You know, like,
She loves everybody.
fuck her.
$1,000.
So she's
For
got
fucking
$1,000
shoes.
pair of shoes?
Yeah.
Only
Meanwhile,
Ross
I'm
should
asking-
spend $1,000 for a pair of shoes.
Oh, those are pretty cool, though. See, the thing is, I
Those
was
are really
thinking
cool,
about
but
it.
what's the $1,000 for?
I guess each layer is like a couple hundo.
How?
Okay, yes. I mean, it isn't on this. I take my shoes and put 4 inches of foam underneath it. Why should that be $1,000?
The thing is, I was interested because you know how people constantly have to comment on my height ratio to anyone I'm taking a picture with, particularly any of the Gail Meets Girls pictures in which I'm standing next to normal-sized women.
They tower over you.
And it has been suggested that I should be bringing an apple box wherever I go.
Whoever fucking says that, you tell them to bring the apple box and then you'll stand on it. But you don't want to carry it around all day. But why do they bother people who are short? They bother people who are tall. They bother people who are thin. They bother people who are fat.
Yeah.
Why doesn't everyone just be a fucking person?
Someone has to shame someone all the time.
Your body's different than mine.
Well, I enjoy my body.
Ew.
And stop.
It's your business.
Yeah, I don't know why you would. I don't know how. Would you jerk off? I don't know how you even get a hard on. He actually has to say, look, it's not you, it's me. Ron, what is it, buddy?
Hey, Ron, how's it going today?
Well, I'm really good. Really good.
Okay, I just wanted to get your take on Mike Myers' new character on the new show.
On the Gong Show, he is the... I like Mike Myers so much that I'm not going to comment on it.
Oh, well, it's kind of like a Benny Hill thing, and I always liked Benny Hill, but...
So you're loving it?
I'm loving it.
Great.
A lot of people are getting it.
Yeah, they're getting it all right. All right, thanks, Ron. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks for your opinion.
Thank you, man.
If you want to talk to Mike Myers, it's 908-601-6976. Be a winner. Call.
I definitely am going to dial that. Love to
Call and win.
I want to talk to Mike.
Like Mike. I want to be like Mike.
I always assume people's pets are fine, so I never ask about them. It was very strange that how's the dog?
I think,
I mean, there are updates I could have gave her. Like, we went to the vet 2 weeks ago, but she's fine now. I mean, I just thought, just generally fine is the answer.
Here's my opinion.
She got a haircut.
Girls, when they come into the room, they go, who's the alpha girl here? Let me connect to her. So she wanted to act like, Gail, I care about you. I'm not looking at the men. Believe me, I can read fucking women so well. I would love to be an interrogator, but just of women. See,
oftentimes I think that women immediately gravitate towards alpha male, ignore all women. And I think it's a smart thing to pay attention to the women in the room. It's a very smart thing.
And it's well known now. That's why they do it. So it's also a very New York thing, so women don't get fucking furious because a lot of fucking New York women are short fused. So on the street, if a woman comes up to you, she just starts talking to your chick as a way of saying, I'm not here to fuck your guy, blah, blah, blah. Believe me, interrogating a woman. I've done it on an amateur level. I just never been paid for it. But I see a fucking woman, I just try to figure out everything about her past. Is this like Rudy? Was that your stomach?
That was my stomach.
Oh, yikes.
Like a fucking thunderstorm was rolling in the bay. What'd you eat last night? Fucking a trumpet?
I don't know. What did I eat last night?
Oh, my God. You know what you ate. $1 slice.
Oh, yeah.
One day he fucking had something besides $1 slice or a fucking tuna fish sandwich, and it was on New York One. They ran a fucking 3-minute story.
That felt great.
When's the last time you put a vegetable in your mouth?
Oh, dude, I don't know. I honestly don't know.
I'm going to just ask you now.
Corn?
What would be easier? Corn is not a vegetable.
It's not right?
No, it's not a vegetable. No,
It's too delicious to be.
What would be easier for you to put in your mouth? A vegetable or a cock?
I mean, I'd rather take the cock because I won't have to digest it.
Okay. Good call.
Interesting.
This is my interrogation.
Yeah.
I interrogate big women.
See, that's why I need to buy him a green juice every day just to get that serving of vegetables at night.
What's in there? Kale?
Kale, the one that I get is kale, spinach, mango, banana.
It's better than eating those things.
Yeah.
But they say you get rid of when you juice it.
That's only juicing. This is a smoothie. You're blending it, so you're still getting the fiber.
I didn't know this.
Yes. Smoothies are better, I think, than juices.
Okay.
You're just like
there you have it, ladies
sweets
and
out.
gentlemen. If you are from the smoothie industry, call and complain at this number. And by the way, 908-601-6976. Call. So smoothies are better than juicies.
I think so because you still have the fiber, the roughage. It's just nicely blended for you.
I love this story too. Up on the iBank today, a passenger called 911 on an unbearably hot grounded flight. They were stuck on the fucking tarmac for 5 hours. I don't know whether this has ever happened to you, but you hear them turn off the fucking air.
Yep.
You know, I hate it. I hate hearing it in a train when they're like, we're just going to turn it off for a while. And I hate hearing it in an airplane.
It's real. I had it very recently happen to me on a train in which people got off of the train, started screaming at the conductor. Like,
Good.
There's children, there's elderly people. You have to keep the AC going. It's not
Good.
okay.
I love those people.
The panic of the idea of, first of all, it just looks like madness in there because there's just people pacing around, fanning themselves.
All right, let me say something. I didn't watch it. I just saw this thing.
It's just so creepy looking.
To safely be able to open the doors. We need everybody's cooperation to please take your assigned seat to be able to open.
That's a fucking lie. You're lying to everybody.
They've been on the ground for 5 hours, and he's...
Why is he saying you got to sit down before we can open the door?
You don't need
You're
to.
fucking making shit up. Now, I'm going to give you another thing that annoys, right? I hate... Well, I'm not a fucking scary flyer or anything. I mean, I don't want to fucking, I don't want to walk over and see an exploded wing. But other than that, I'm fucking reading, I'm watching something, whatever. But I hate when you pull up to the fucking gate and it takes 5 minutes to fucking open up. I immediately think to myself, what is the fucking door stuck? Did they weld this fucking door?
Yeah.
Everybody's all standing up and wanting to leave. It bothers the shit out of me. Just pull up, open the fucking door, please.
Yeah, any delay on the tarmac freaks me the fuck out. I hate it. I hate the beforehand because I am not a good flyer, so I've already done quite a bit of bargaining to get myself on that plane. Right. So I've allotted a certain amount of time in my head. All right, so, this is going to be a 2-hour, 3-hour process, right. Whatever. That's what I've allotted for. So if we're starting to sit there 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, and we haven't moved, I'm running out of time of sanity. You know what I mean? Like, I haven't made...
Sandy.
Sanity.
Oh, sanity, okay.
So, I'm done at this point.
You know who's a bad flyer? It was that Jenny Hutt that was just in here. And one time I watched her, I don't know whether she fucking, whatever you do, I guess she fucking scoped it, whatever.
Yeah.
It's online. A 4-hour flight to LA that she was just fucking panicking the whole time. And I gotta tell you, it's pretty fucking funny to watch. You know what I mean? Because you just see everybody around her is fine. And she's just got this phone. She's like, I don't know if I can do this much longer. I'm just trying my best. I'm taking 7 Valium. And I just see that she's in the middle of strangers, right? And they have to put up with this woman talking into her phone. I'm like, you know who you should be calling right now? Your fucking shrink. Not just putting it out there to the world. But she feels like if she exposes it.
Right.
know?
No, I get that. It's the reason that I like to have a friend to sit next to. Not just, I don't want to say everything that's on my mind, but I just want to be able to look at them and be like, you see that I'm uncomfortable with this situation.
Oh. You want that.
Yeah.
You want to look over and see somebody like, I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a good feeling. Because you don't listen to music, you don't read, you just sit there.
Yeah, I just sit there, usually sleep. I'm usually, as the plane's lifting off, I'm falling asleep.
Are you an easy sleeper?
Yeah, I can sleep anywhere. I can crawl up underneath this desk, pass out right now.
That's the greatest thing. You know who has a lot of ex-military guys? Because they've learned, hey, we've got, half an hour. Why not enjoy myself? I don't know when I'm going to nap again.
I can't do that shit. I'm a terrible napper. It has to be perfect circumstance for me to fall asleep.
All I got to do is go to a fucking movies and I'll start fucking drifting. I go, what? The dragon's fighting with a computer?
For this flight, I did borrow a book from Jen. It was the sequel to my erotic novel I enjoyed, Maestra, which is the new one is now Domino.
You jacking on the fucking plane?
I was turned on during it. I'm not going to lie to you.
What turned you on?
It's like the sexy parts where she's like banging dudes and.
I know, but the thing is, no one says the sexy part. Everyone has their one little thing that turns them on. You know what I mean? Like where your freak is. But your freak can't be the sexy part.
All the sex stuff is what I
know it's
like.
the sexy part. I didn't think when she she was fucking buying gifts.
I like the part about her boobs and vagina.
All right, so she's talking to this Russian art dealer, and he has like an assistant, and then they start having a threesome.
How'd that fucking start so fast?
She like just fucks people randomly. Like she's really into getting fucked.
But there's no. How does it come up?
Like, is she?
Like, see, that's what I think seduction is the sexy part. You have to have the
100%.
seduction. You know?
So she's like turned on by this guy because he's a mysterious Russian oligarch who has this art collection that she has.
I would love to be an art dealer. That would be my favorite job.
It sounds awesome. There's all this sexiness involved in it.
Fiction.
And so then he like rejects her at first, and then later on in the novel she comes back to him and like, all right, now I can fucking tell you how much your paintings are worth. And he has his assistant who's been like kind of bitchy to her throughout the fucking book. But then they end up fucking.
Now,
this isn't very. Send Jen in for this too. This isn't very sexy sounding to me.
Yeah, and maybe it's just because it's coming out of Chris's mouth.
Ew.
Is it a graphic kind of book? Like,
yeah.
I know that you said like 50 Shades is a tame version. It's not very.
No, it's not very. This is
more blunt.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like fuck my cunt. And
oh my God, Chris!
It's from the book. I wasn't saying that.
I thought it was going to be a lot worse when he first told me about the book, but it actually has like a storyline
Wait a
to it.
minute. So you guys have a book club going? A sexy
they
book
have
club?
a sexy book club.
He told me it was like 50 Shades, and I love 50 Shades, so that's why I was like, I have to read this.
All right, I'm going to tell you what we're doing. We're going to have Jen read Dirty to you. Give us a call, 908-601-6976. Jen, when you answer the thing, just have a passage of the book.
Okay.
And you read Dirty to people. Okay. We're not going to put it on the air. This is between you and the listeners. 908-601-6976. She'll read very dirty to you. Now, what I love about this is you guys are going old school, okay?
Yeah.
You're analog sexiness.
Yeah, I masturbated to the first book. I was like, this is pretty sexy.
What part?
I think there's a part. So she ends up with this like billionaire, like Mark Zuckerberg-esque guy, and she's like on his yacht.
First of all, I'm turned off already. The fact that he's Zuckerberg.
I mean, is he described like Zuckerberg?
But she's just using him, right, to just fucking go around the Mediterranean because she's on the run because she killed a couple people back in Cannes.
Book right now.
This is
why would you? What we want is the sexy part.
Yeah, I don't want the backstory.
I'm giving you backstory so you know why she fucks the captain of this guy's boat.
I don't know why. I just want to know how.
Tell us about the author page, too.
You know what? It's L.S. Hilton.
You know what? Vito's right. You're the biggest fucking idiot.
No, here's the thing. He says he masturbated to the first one, and I just want to know the logistics of this. Are you continuing to read and holding the book while you masturbate?
Yeah.
Just your eyes just like, oh my God.
Oh, yeah. Give me your cock now. Okay.
So you read on your phone?
Wait, you in your mind, are you the girl?
No, I'm just reading it.
You're just saying, give me your cock now. You're the girl.
No, I'm the dude.
Okay, so that's part of the fantasy for you. You're the maestro.
All right, let me take a second to explain something to the people. And this is a true story. And it's why Chris Stanley is who he is. Chris Stanley is the only male known. There might be others. But he's the only known male to squirt. And I find that to be absolutely fascinating.
That was just between me and you.
No, you act like you squirted on me.
No, I told you about my squirting. What? What's weird about that?
So Jen is going to read Dirty to you. Give her a call. This is her home cell. 908-601-6976. 908-601-6976. So, Jen, later you're going to do the dish today, right? A lot of gossip out there, folks.
I know.
A lot to dish about. This is a sponsored thing with her. She's actually now legally called a gossip columnist, which I think is fantastic. But why doesn't somebody melt down on this plane, get drug off the fucking plane by the cops, and then everybody could leave?
That's easily like the smartest thing to do. Because I had this happen once where I was having a panic attack. They turned the engines on and there was a lot of smoke, and it smelled very smoky in the plane, and nobody was freaking out but me. And I thought, if I really want to get off at this juncture, I'm going to have to go nuts. I'm going to have to like tear my shirt off and just start screaming. And then they'll pull me off the plane, but then I know that I'll be safe. And I had to sit there and go, am I willing to take this that far? Am I willing to get arrested in order to just not be on this fucking
But then you're
plane?
going to be locked into a cell, which is also terrible. It's like there's never a thing where you can
believe me, I thought of this. Believe me, I thought of this. I was like, this is going to be like an 8-hour situation at least.
You got the random check, right?
Yes.
Did they put your thing in a red envelope?
No.
They did that to me. I had to carry it around in front of all the other fucking people in line.
Oh my God. Like,
and part
it's
of me
like
was
a
going
scarlet
like
letter.
I literally had it was exactly right. Why is it even red? And there was a part of me that just wanted to rip it off. I walked out. But I wasn't even in my home country, but I was so fucking pissed.
Well, I was upset watching them do it to Jen because part of the things they take every piece out of your carry-on bag, and like a girl has a lot of stuff in her bag, so they were like taking like all her makeup out, and I was like, oh my God.
My tampons. It was embarrassing. I'd rather a girl.
They took your tampon out. Jeez.
They had to make sure it was
really
safe.
strict security.
Yeah. It's fucking brutal. It's a tough fucking world we're living in these days. What's this story? The weirdo dad makes Justin Timberlake hold his baby.
This is, all right, so it's at a celebrity golf tournament of some sort, and this guy's yelling.
Some sort. Just celebrity golf tournament.
Just end after a tournament.
It's a celebrity golf tournament, and JT, this guy has his kid, he's in the crowd, he's yelling to everyone, hold my kid, and then everyone's not paying attention to him until Justin Timberlake walks by.
Hold my baby, man. They all said it. They all said you can hold him for a picture, brother. Jesus says share.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so this guy just is holding his baby up in the middle of this
Let me
fucking
see
golf
this
crowd.
cute baby, though. It's a pretty cute baby.
All these people said you'd hold my baby, dude.
There's other golfers walking by, and now JT is about to walk up.
Justin, all these people said you'd hold my baby. They all said, dude. Hold the baby. Hold the baby. Hold the baby.
It's just like
Justin, this is epic, dude. Logan James right there. Thank you.
That was just, I turned around and start running with him.
oh my God, that's a cute baby.
I'm bringing babies back.
Here's what I love.
God, this guy is really
He's the fucking
annoying.
worst.
This dude
hate that man.
is the most annoying dude.
It seems like Crazy Jen has a brother.
I'm bringing babies back. Hold my baby, Justin.
I like the fact that A, the baby was happy to leave its dad. B, obviously not a big fucking R&B fan. No idea who Justin was. I was at a minor league game. You might have been with me, Gail. A Phillies game, minor league, and the Philly Fanatic was there. Took someone's baby that size, right? What? Like, took it and everybody was laughing and got on one of those, like, little fucking go-karts and drove all the way out to center field with it.
No, I don't like that at all.
All of us were saying we don't like this. All the strangers.
That is fucked up. You can't trust the Fanatic.
No.
You know what I mean? That guy's crazy. That's his MO.
Yeah.
Man, no, that would, and like, could you imagine like being the parents of that child and then just like trying not to be the crazy person? That Fanatic has my baby!
911.
Just relax, it's fun.
Baby loves it.
It's just a guy in a suit. It's not a real Fanatic.
There's a man inside there.
There's a man inside there, and inside smelling all the stink of all the fanatics who wear that fucking thing.
He doesn't
And the
do that
heat.
cool move where he shakes his belly, though. That's his whole go-to.
And he's like, he's always like shocked when you see someone.
Whoa!
I fucking hate the Fanatic. You have a baseball team. That's the entertainment. Nothing else. I do like that song now.
Yeah. Solid baby joke.
JT did not want to be doing that.
Then don't do it.
I know.
Don't fucking let yourself get bullied into holding a fucking baby.
Would it have been worse if you just ignored him?
No, everybody else is doing it.
It's never bad if you ignore someone who's yelling at you to do something. Never.
But he's bringing babies back.
I mean, you should see me fucking ignore homeless people. I'm amazing at it. I never tell them no. I just act like they don't exist.
It's the best.
Step right over them.
I always think, who's in that homeless suit anyway? Some kid? Joe Coy.
Joe Coy Unmasked, that's happening next Wednesday, a week from today, August 9th, 1 p.m. Go to the ibang.com for tickets to Unmasked with Joe Coy. Free tickets.
GPS Jersey Shore.
That's happening this Saturday. Deep Tracks Channel 27, 3 p.m. in the East.
Nice. It was a fun one at Jersey Shore.
Oh, yeah, it was a lot of fun. I'm a little confused by the ending song, but off we go. You know what I mean? All right, Chris found this story, so I'll let you set it up about how many hours of commercials will the average NFL fan watch this year? All right, so let's think about it for a minute. Most people watch their game.
Right.
Because we're taking the red zone people out of this, right?
Yeah.
Because there's no commercials.
So you're talking about somebody who's not just a fan of one team, but just a football fan in general?
No, you're saying just the average viewer.
Okay.
But I would say the average people, they have their local team. You're like, I like the Raiders. Oh, yeah? Well, I like the Chiefs. Well, the Raiders are playing the Chiefs next week, and we'll see.
Right.
You know, that's what, I'm just trying to set that up for people who don't follow football.
That's how sports
So you got them. Now, you know they're probably going to, if they don't, they may watch the 4 o'clock game. They're probably definitely going to watch the fucking night game and maybe the Monday night football game, blah, blah, blah. So, over the course of one season.
Yeah. All right. I have a guess, but it sounds like a lot to me, but I'm going to throw it out there because I'm thinking of a whole season.
Yeah.
I'm going to go like you're sitting down for like a good 6 hours of commercials. Like
over
something.
The course of a season.
Yeah.
Jen, do you have an answer?
I would say 20.
20 hours.
20 hours?
Vito, have you read the story?
No, I haven't read the story. I'm going to say 24.
24. And let's bring Spencer in on this. Spencer, over the course of an NFL season, you're a football fan, right, Spencer?
That is correct, I am.
How many hours of commercials do you think you'll see over the course of a season?
It all depends usually, but usually there could be some funny commercials.
Right.
Especially during the Super Bowl time.
Yes.
That's what
true.
I like about it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it all depends what they're going to...
How many hours put together would you end up watching? Whether it's funny or not.
So my
funny.
guess was 6 hours.
Probably
Jen was like...
About maybe 5.5, I would say.
5.5
cool.
hours. Now, without giving out the second part of this, unfortunately I read it.
Right.
I wish I didn't because I'd love to have the fun that you guys are experiencing.
I'm loving it.
Now, he had 5.5.
Yeah, I had 6. You went for the under there.
Yeah,
okay, I see how you do it. Let's see how that
Jen,
goes.
you had what again?
20.
20 hours.
Which
24.
sounds crazy.
24. All right. Now, here is the answer.
The average fan will watch 23 and a half hours of commercials.
23 and a half hours of commercials. And Vito, you had 24?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I lost.
Yeah, because you went just slightly over. Now,
I never understood that.
how much actual game playing time will you see? Now, when I'm saying that to you, I'm not saying in between when, they're in the huddle.
Right.
I'm not saying, look at the girls dancing around with pom-poms, because I refuse to call them cheerleaders. They don't lead and they don't cheer. They dance with pom-poms. Okay? And legally, and I've got a case right now with the United States government that they cannot be referred to as cheerleaders.
All right, so I'm going to have a guess. I'm going to go far less than the commercial time.
Do you think there's actually more commercial than there is game?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to say you're only watching 10 hours of
10 hours of actual
play.
football and 24 hours of commercial.
Yeah.
Jen,
I would say you're watching more game.
you're watching games, so what would you say?
I mean, I don't watch football that much, but
You
I
don't
would
have to.
So I would say 80 hours.
80 hours. Vito?
3 hours.
All right, bring Spencer back in. Now, you're saying as a football fan, you only watch 3 hours of football a year.
I mean,
just imagine that thought. He's a football fan, and to him, over the course of an entire year, from the first game to the Super Bowl, he watches 3 hours of football.
I thought we were talking about whistle to whistle.
Yes, that's what the fuck we're talking about.
Yeah, whistle to whistle.
How do you not get that I'm re-emphasizing that you said that? Spencer.
Yes.
How much time of actual football does the average fan watch?
Okay, about over 24 hours.
Over 24 hours. Chris, what's your answer?
The average fan watches 4 hours of actual gameplay over the course of an entire season of football.
That's so sick. I gave 10, and I thought my answer was sick and just horrible. And it's actually 4.
This is how little football takes place in a game.
Like a fan, like someone.
No, anybody. If you're watching a game of football and it lasts 3 hours, you're getting, 18 minutes tops of action. Yes, they run, they tackle, they go back, they have secrets with each other. Explain, Chris. Break it down, pie size.
All right, this is the pie chart. Most of the time during an NFL game, over about 60% is commercials and shots of players standing around.
Oh, my God.
60% of any given game. Go ahead.
Yes. And then around 20% or 25% is shots of the coach, the crowd, and cheerleaders.
Oh, my God.
And 15% is split between replays and game action is about 7%.
Oh my God.
Wow, that's really... So you're getting 7% of actual plays that are occurring. Ball is in the air.
Yes.
7%. Things are happening.
Yes. That people are tackling, blocking, whatever. And somehow they get exhausted.
Now,
somehow you get to the fucking Super Bowl, 2 minutes left, and your quarterback is blown up, and he can't fucking move. And this isn't racism, dude. This is the fucking fact. This is the most important 2 minutes of your life, and you fucking laid down on me. Okay, that's it. That's all I have to say.
Now, this is something that just, is confusing to me, is that I watch football because it's a necessity in the house that I live in. Now, I prefer to watch soccer, and if you say that to someone who's a football fan, they're like, oh, boring, nothing happens. The whole game is gameplay in soccer.
Europeans come here and they go, why isn't the game going on? When we play soccer, we don't break for commercials. We play for 45 minutes. Then we all go have a meat pie. We come back and there's another 45 minutes.
It's delightful.
And then there's extra time and then finally just kick the ball at the fucking goal. Just let's get a score. Finally.
See what happens.
But it's a very interesting point. Now, you have to remember this. If you watch a chess game, there's very little action.
Yeah.
And it's because it's the thought process that goes into it. And football is chess with tackling.
Yes.
And fumbles.
That's true.
There's very few fumbles in chess. But it's very, very fascinating.
Baseball has a similar thing where it's only 18 minutes of actual gameplay with the ball in play.
Yeah, but for some reason it's like a different kind of flow to me. I don't know what it is, but there's something about Sunday. It's just like, what did we do today? What happened?
We watched games for 12 hours.
My favorite part of football. Oh, by the way, my favorite part of soccer. Well, that song is just popular around the world. I guess because it sounds like, knights are going to come in on horses.
It's like it's a war cry a little bit.
Sad.
Battle drum.
By the way, is it hot as fucking goat piss in this room?
It's like I'm bathing in goat piss. Fresh, because
that'll be your first bathe in a while. Quite some time. Gail Meets Girls, Kate Berlant, one of my favorite all time.
It was a really fun one, and it was so fun to do it in Montreal for Just for Laughs, which was just cool in general because there were so many past guests who were there who were doing great things. It was great to see them all, but really fun to start the trip off by sitting down with Kate Berlant.
Josh, New Hampshire.
Hey, guys. Before my question, I guess, who do you got answering the phones today?
That's the great Spencer.
Something wrong with that kid.
Is this crazy Jen calling back? So what do we do?
He asked, what's your comment tonight? I asked my question. he reads it back to me as he's typing.
Huh.
Like a lunatic, it sounded.
That sounds normal.
He's great.
I would do that.
That's the right way to do it.
Yeah, it's correct.
Anyway, Gail, since you're a big soccer fan, who's your pick to win the Premier League this year?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know who's going to win this year.
Are you a West Hammer?
I mean, West Ham is, my brother's team.
Yeah.
So that's probably the team that I follow the most. But I don't know. It's like, I always feel like I have to push for that because it's like,
yeah.
I do the same thing with football. I don't like to sit there and go, it's going to be somebody other than who my house wants to win.
I like international soccer even more, but I tend to say, I guess Arsenal is my team because, it's the whole, I don't know. I'm not that big a fan. I like international sports. I like our neighborhood versus your neighborhood.
Yeah.
And you tell me that the fucking United States isn't better than Ghana? You're going to fucking find out tonight.
Yeah. I usually don't even watch the Premier League unless I'm hanging out with my brother or I'm at your house.
Sometimes I do that when I'm watching soccer. And I'm not a big soccer fan, but then sometimes I do it and the TV isn't on. I'm just sitting in my chair. And let me tell you something about your soccer team from your home country. I don't see why you get to fucking team up with Tobago. And aren't they a website to fucking get cheaper hotels or whatever? I go to Tobago. They get me all the best hotels in Tobago. Does Trinidad and Tobago get along?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. A lot of tourists stay in Tobago, and then Trinidad is more of the homeland.
Sure, Eddie Money fucking wrote a song about him. They never put Eddie Money in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, did they?
No.
Anybody know? All right, I'm gonna give you a classic rock thing. By the way, we walked by, and I wish I heard me and Chris heard this, but we heard Sway talking to someone about how much rock sucks. And we were fucking cracking up. He goes, I don't know what kind of awful rock it was. Probably all of it. It's so fucking funny, man.
I think he said awful rock shit.
Yeah, there was some awful rock shit playing. So fucking funny. All right, the great Eddie Money. First of all, where is he from? Take your time. Write your answers down. Eddie Money.
Eddie Money?
Yeah.
Where's he from?
Where's he from? And I'm going to give, for extra credit, the town that he broke in. I'll give you even an extra thing. Extra credit, but that won't be part of it. Chris, you've already got yours down?
I got mine now.
Jen, do you want to try this or just sit it out? It's up to you.
Hold on.
You're going to try it?
I'm going to try it.
Do you know who Eddie Money is?
I'm going to use context clues with his name, Eddie.
Mm-hmm.
Money. Okay.
That's good.
That's exciting.
Context and clues. All right, Vito, you're going to go first. Where is he from? Where did he break from?
From Minnesota. Broke in Minneapolis.
Okay. I guess you've never heard him talk before.
I have L.I., Long Island, the town of Great Neck.
You say he broke?
It broke in Great Neck.
Now, did you know anything about his past?
I think I thought I knew he was from Long Island.
Chris is correct with Long Island.
I had Jersey.
Nice try, but we would have played him this week, right?
True.
And so you had Jersey, broke from where?
Yeah.
And then what was yours?
I was going to say New York.
Nice.
With money,
Yeah.
Money making Manhattan. It makes sense.
He actually wrote the national anthem for Trinidad, which is unbelievable. Look how Jen stands and puts her hand over her heart during that song. It's really beautiful.
That is so sweet.
Dude, this just gave me another one of my genius ideas.
What is it?
Long Island GPS. There's probably enough there.
Oh, yeah, that would be a good one.
Plus, a little hip-hop, right?
Mm-hmm.
Some of the hip-hop guys came out. Plus, Eddie Murphy, basically Long Island.
Oh, my God.
You could do party all the time.
Can we do each borough?
Yeah.
I would love that.
Well, could you put... Blue Oyster Cult is from Long Island.
Yeah.
Of course, Billy Joel.
Mm-hmm.
I call him Mr. Long Island when nobody's around. I don't like to say it in front of people. The Good Rats.
Yeah.
Look at Chris. It's just a great, but he doesn't know the Good Rats from shit. Do you know who the Good Rats are?
I've heard of the Good Rats.
Then why'd you...
Yeah. It's like hardcore emo bands of the early aughts.
Yeah.
Taking Back Sunday. Glassjaw. This is going to be good.
Hey, Brian, North Carolina, you got a spy report.
Spy report.
And you have a spy report for us?
I do have a spy report.
Spy report.
Supposed to be inducted into the to the Phillies Wall of Fame, but they're canceling it because he's being accused of statutory rape from back in the day.
Get out of here. Where'd you get this?
It just got announced like 40 minutes ago.
Let me look.
Holy shit. Fuck, I was going to go to that game.
Were you really?
Yeah, it's against the Mets.
Yeah, it just hit. They've been talking about this all week. Like, I guess some information came to light this week, but yeah, they're leaving the man out to dry here.
Well, who was it with back when he played?
It's in the 70s.
Yeah. It says it's a long time ago. Rose claims the relationship began when the woman was 16, the age of consent in Ohio, where the relationship took place. But yeah, this is not new. This is like in the 1970s.
And what was she actually?
Apparently her testimony says she was 14 or 15.
Close.
Yeah, I mean,
was the 70s.
Isn't this also like statute of limitation stuff? Like,
well, yeah, I mean, he can't be arrested for it, but it could be like, hey, we're not going to put your name up on our wall. You statutory raped.
Who are they to judge?
Their society.
Oh.
Society itself.
By the way, remember when I said the other day that the military wasn't going to go and get on this transgender thing that the president did? One of the reasons is that the only information they have is from a tweet. He never sent a memo, never talked to anybody. He just tweets, we get rid of the transgenders in the military.
So there was no action behind that. He just said it like that's something that's happening.
And the thing comes up, is an order from a tweet an order or not? This is the new thing that we have to sit around.
Yeah, I'm going to go with no. I'm going to say there's got to be some official.
But why isn't a tweet official? You know what I mean? Like that would be the thing.
I mean, he is verified. You're right.
He's a verified tweeter. You could say, sir, did someone hack your Twitter? But it's a very funny thing. Like, what does it mean when somebody tweets? Does it mean nothing, or does it mean the same as if he did make an order? And right now, he has never backed it up. No one's ever heard from it again.
I figured you have to sign something for it to make like an official order.
He did. Well, you sign it, that way. But let's say this. If Don orders you to do something, do you say to him, put it in writing?
No, I don't.
If he texts you, Chris, I want you to have that work done by noon today that was due 7 months ago, would that be enough, or would you say, I need you to put it? You know what I mean? Like,
I know,
at what point do we decide something is real?
Well, I guess I'm sure there's got to be some red tape here that allows for it. Like, if he, let's say, said it to someone in a position of power in the military in passing, you wouldn't call that an official word either. You know what I mean? Like, what we ought to do is this. Yeah.
I've been given a phone number they say is Ivanka Trump. She can try it.
Okay.
908-601-6976. Call that now. And if you call within the next 10 minutes, Ivanka Trump should answer. 908-601-6976. Enjoy. Enjoy. In Trinidad. He's not in Rock and Roll Hall of Fame either. His big problem? All his hits came right before, and he had a pocket full of them, but all of his, I'll say 80 or 90% of it, right before MTV started.
That's when it was
You're
the hit
etched
maker.
out of the fucking 80s if you're not there for the MTV.
Yeah.
Etched out. You don't exist.
Video killed a radio star and beyond. That's when pop culture begins.
What did you say? Video killed a radio star? That'd be a great name for a song. I tried to do a song called "Oh Yeah, well I'm Radio Sun and I'm fighting back." Nobody. I mean, it went nowhere. We sent out 11,000 albums. Okay.
Wow.
We got 12,000 back. How the fuck can that go? We like to say ship gold, return platinum as a way of all laughing about ourselves. The band did not work.
Got it.
I was in a band called Two Nuts and a Dickhead, and they wouldn't let us play the school dance. It's too edgy. Well, fuck you and your bourgeois friends. They don't like it, they can riot. That fucking movie, what's it called? The record store movie?
Empire Records.
No. You guys are drunk off your asses, right? High Fidelity.
Oh, gotcha.
It's a really good fucking film. Not just a movie. Like that John Hughes shit you guys were pushing yesterday.
Oh, we were all pushing it, happily.
Well, the difference between us and her is we saw the movie, and we were grasping at straws. She didn't care. She's adorable, isn't she?
I love her so much. Love her.
You refused to have her on Gail Meets Girls?
She's already been on.
Oh, how was it?
It was good. She was with Rachel Feinstein.
That sounds like a great show.
Star-studded.
Yeah, I remember it. Yeah, I love it. Walt! Orlando!
Hey, Big Daddy, I want to ask you thing with
escalated quickly.
With Trump, with the tweet. Anthony got fired because of a tweet.
Did he, or was it the assault? Anyway, the point is this. No, you make a very good point. A lot of people get fired because of tweets. I say if you get fired because of a tweet and now you're transgender, you should be out of the army because someone tweeted it.
Right. Okay. But can you be hired from a tweet?
The thing is, they said if Pence would have retweeted it, they would have felt more comfortable.
Right. That's him signing off on it.
But fucking Pence gives likes, but he never retweets.
That's
what
so
does a fucking like do me?
It's nothing. You favorite something, you're an asshole.
All right. This is where you're fucking going. This is all you're getting out of what I'm talking about, Chris.
And by the way, favorites is out of style. They've changed it to like a year ago.
Well, I'm also.
All right. Somebody put back up the picture of Chris sitting on the pole. And then, do you remember that?
Yeah.
And then I go and find it, Chris. You're sitting on the pole, and I'll show you what someone else wrote to me. Ba, 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 ba. What are we waiting for, Chris?
I'm finding it.
How are you going to find it?
Was it still retweeted?
I don't know if it wasn't retweeted by us.
All right,
why would we retweet it?
We all
you
know
want us
what
to retweet it?
We all know
We're
what
going to retweet now, just to stop you from annoying. Just go back to the Bennington thing.
Oh my God.
Fuck.
I searched Chris Stanley poll picture, but nothing came up.
Pool? It's a pole, not a pool. Maybe if you thought there was one of you in the pool.
All right, there it is, right up there.
So there's Chris, and with that pull up his ass, and then someone wrote to me, "Can you believe how thin he was then?"
It's true, actually. You look very slight.
At the time, we didn't say it.
I know, but you're
that shaving's never gone away.
Why would you put that pull up your asshole?
I was resting my legs.
Yeah, but it goes right up in it.
It's not inside my asshole.
It
my
looks
ass
like
is
it is. Well, then why are your feet up? He's dangling his feet below.
That couldn't possibly fit inside me.
Ugh.
That shouldn't be the reason.
Hey, we break. Let's come back and dish, okay? We're going to play the hits today. Tell us anything you want to hear. We're going to play your request. 908-601-6976. 908-601-6976. That's our home cell. Right back, Bennington.
Keep in touch with Bennington at thebenningtonshow@gmail.com. And he was former pen pals with Charlie Manson.
Headphones, Jen's got the news. Let's dish to the gossip they're saying on the radio.
Who sang that? Beto, who sang that?
I forgot. Chris, do you remember?
That's James from our production department. He's great.
Fantastic. That's part on the radio. Sounds just like Bowie.
I know.
Radio.
I heard it on my show I watched, Claws on TNT.
Yeah.
They played the song, and I was like singing to my mom. I was like, "This is the song they use? Oh my god, it's serious." They use Bowie's song.
It's so cute. What was the name of your show that you watch?
Oh, Claws.
She's trying to get me into it. It looks really
What's
good.
it about? Claws?
Yeah, it's about like
Santa?
Manicurist. But like
oh my god.
yeah, but it's not like a reality show. It's like that's the backstory.
It's on
but then
TNT.
there's like a drama.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Involved.
Yeah. Like mobsters versus these Russians.
They're a front or something? Or,
yeah. And then
Okay.
they use like a nail salon to, launder the money.
I heard that before, that people do that. Well, they're always looking for service industry.
Yeah.
Well, we know that from Mozart.
Mm-hmm. I watched another
Yeah.
episode. Episode 3. Done.
You're done 3? Chris, how many?
I watched one.
Okay, no hurry. No hurry.
I couldn't get to 3.
No hurry. I know you got a lot of drinking to do every night. You got to drink yourself into oblivion.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's dish.
The Let's Dish segment is brought to you by Dish. Dish listens when no one else does. Dish tuned into you. To learn more and sign up today, call 1-844-CALL-DISH. Go to dish.com or visit a local retailer near you. So the first dish of the day is George Clooney is suing this French magazine called Voici because they took illegal paparazzi pics of his twins. They're 1.5 months old. Their name is Ella and Alexander, and Amal was like cradling them, and they, he was in Lake Como, which is in Italy, his Italian estate, and they were like capturing the pictures while she was like on the balcony, and then they posted on their front page of their magazine.
Now, you can do this in the United States.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you got to take a picture of kids in the United States. I see.
Without their permission,
Yeah.
and put it on your front page.
Yes,
That's
they do it all the time. If you look at any of our celebrity magazines, there are always women walking with their kids.
Yeah. This is like one thing that gets a terrible shortcoming of mine. But my favorite kind of dish is always celebrity babies. Like, I can't help it. I don't want people to take pictures of people, but I will always check, like, oh, look at how cute. Do it every time.
Oh, they're adorable.
So then his reply was, over the last week, photographers from Voici magazine scaled our fence, climbed our tree, and illegally took pictures of our infants inside our home.
Okay, first of all, that's too far. You can't go on their property.
Agreed.
Yeah. So that's what it's about, not so much the baby. You're taking the baby to the supermarket. I don't like it, but yeah. And I think the kids should be left alone.
I agree. They should be. But I do like seeing pictures. I prefer them to be of consent.
Well, isn't it funny,
I prefer the parents to want them to be photographed, believe me.
I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know why, but it's always fun over the years when you would see Obama's girls, and it was very, very rare. When you see Barron Trump.
Yeah.
And, I quoted him today from the lie that they put in over the Kathy Griffin, because that's them starting it, saying Barron saw it, blah, blah, blah.
Right, that was their fake news.
If he's going to wear a cool The Expert shirt, yeah. But I've always liked presidential kids. My favorite of all time, John Kennedy.
Oh, sweet little John.
And he hides under the desk and plays down where his dad's feet are. That's why he ended up with foot fetish, man foot fetish.
So cute, little John.
One time I saw Carolyn on the Upper East Side walking her dog.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I like Carolyn a lot.
Caroline loves and it's raining all day. What song was written about her?
I don't know.
Sweet Caroline.
That's really about Caroline Kennedy? I did not know that.
Oh, by the way, people brought it up to me because I forgot this, because none of you guys guessed where Eddie Money broke from. San Francisco.
Oh,
San Francisco. Bill Graham was his manager. Thank everybody. Bill Graham, manager, and then went on his record label. And also here from the San Francisco scene today, Carlos fucking Santana and the Isley Brothers is going to be sitting right down the hall.
That's wild.
So let's dish.
Well, speaking of babies, Bobby Moynihan and his wife welcomed their baby girl. He hasn't revealed the name, but he just said that like life is crazy now, having his baby. His new CBS comedy comes out September 25th called Me, Myself, and I.
And baby.
Well, here's what this story is. So it's him and the president. him in the past, him in the future. You get all the different Bobbies. Yeah, I saw a little trailer for it. Looked adorable. But I like him.
Yeah, I love him.
And I want to get a picture of his baby. I'm going to climb over the wall, take a picture of his baby.
You know, I love a celeb baby.
And I want to get a picture of his wife on the toilet. I don't want to stop. Like, I love this family so much. I want to know everything about him.
And then the paparazzi are like, you belong to the people. Sorry.
By the way, I saw the dullest movie last night, The Circle, right? It's called. And it's like, what if Tom Hanks was Steve Jobs and ran Google and Facebook all at the same time? But it's so broad and on the nose. I couldn't believe Tom Hanks and his Playtone company fucking produced this fucking piece of shit.
Did it come out in theaters, The Circle?
Yes, it came out in theaters, Chris.
I hadn't heard of it.
What do you think? I'm so far ahead of things?
You thought it was fucking straight to Blockbuster Video?
Hey, remind me, when is our guest in that you sent the movie yesterday?
That is next week. Next Monday.
Never, never on a Monday. Resend me an email to remind me, because I get fucking dopey if I don't do it right away.
I'll resend.
I'm just like, delete. This movie is so fucking bad, it looked like it was an after-school special.
Oh, no.
And Hermione Granger was in it.
Really?
Yeah. Dopey as fuck. Dopey as all fuck. Not dope as shit. That means I like it. Dopey as fuck means I don't like it. Dishes.
So Angelina Jolie is upset at Vanity Fair magazine because she has this movie coming out on Netflix. It's going to be a drama. It's called First They Killed My Father, which is about Cambodian life growing up. Mm-hmm. And so the cover story, they said that the directors to find who they were going to cast the girl in the role, they said they would place money in front of these children from orphanages, slums, and schools. Oh, and then they would ask the children what they needed the money for, and then take the money away to provoke a reaction.
Oh my God!
Now who did this?
The casting directors.
Oh my God! Angelina has every right to be upset.
Yeah, that's really crazy.
First of all, I want to see these videos, because I was a big fan of The $1 Million Man, and when he knocked the basketball,
Everybody's got a price.
Well, she just said that she's very upset that a pretend...
It's not her kids.
She saved them.
She's upset that a pretend exercise in an improvisation from an actual scene in the film has been written about as if it was a real scenario. The suggestion that real money was taken from a child during an audition is false and upsetting. I would be outraged myself if this had happened. So she's denying that it happened, but that scene was used in the movie. So if you see the movie, it will happen. It just didn't happen in real life.
Oh. So it's just a movie.
Yes.
By the way, I got a dish for you guys now.
Oh.
Vinny Brand says, ha ha ha, Bennington show has blown up the cell. Literally fried it. Most powerful voice in radio at Bennington. We'll give out your number if you don't believe me. Go see Vinny Brand. He's a very funny man. Of course, the Stress Factory over in Jersey, and then he's going to be in Philadelphia.
He's going to be at Helium Comedy Club in Philly tomorrow night. Go to heliumcomedy.com for tickets.
It's he's a lot of fun.
He's great. He's great.
Loves Jen.
He does.
Loves Jen and her mom. Loves. Told me about it. Dishes.
So Perry Edwards, she's from this girl group from the UK called Little Mix, and she dated Zayn Malik, who is now dating Gigi Hadid. And so she...
Zayn is one of the
One Direction members.
One Direction. Right. And that's the one that everyone's like pretty...
Yeah. He's the pretty
like the
boy.
One.
That's your guy,
That's
right?
my favorite one. Him and Harry Styles are like the big One Direction.
Harry Styles
I'm Team
is my
Styles.
favorite.
Team Styles all the way.
Team Styles and his thick, beautiful hair.
Fuck yeah.
And he dates other celebrities, and I like a celebrity that dates celebrities.
Yeah.
I don't want you with a regular fucking citizen, okay?
Right.
And I don't want you with your assistant or your nanny.
So
I want you dating A-list celebrities.
So Zayn is with one of the Hadids.
Yeah, Gigi.
Which, by the way, as you remember, I found out were two different people. I just thought that, sometimes they called Bella Gigi as a nickname. I found out. Very recently.
One is like dark hair.
No, I'm really paying attention. I'm going to be honest. Like, oh, you know, old Hadid, some color Gigi.
The thing is, I don't like K-pop anyway, so I don't even want to go about it.
Yeah, I know.
Is that gone? K-pop, is it gone?
It's still
in the K.
Yeah, in Korea. And
I can't say in Korea, but over here.
Yeah, no one's.
But no one gives a fuck if something's big in Korea, Chris. You know who's into K-pop?
No.
I can't believe you fucking you're supposed to be the big brothers. Kevin.
Yeah.
Kevin and his daughters put out K-pop fucking videos.
Cute.
Dude, go find one. Go find one. I watched a couple of these. This is before he got in the house.
Yeah.
You're going to love him. All right. Dish.
So,
that's the name of the show.
So Perry Edwards, she went on stage during one of their concerts over the weekend and changed the lyrics to her song, which is called Shout Out to My Ex. Like, the original lyrics are, hope she ain't faking it like I did. And then she changed the lyrics to hope she ain't faking it like Hadid. And then all of, like, her dancers, everyone.
That's a fucking burn right there.
Snap. It's not know exactly what she talking about.
And, like, everybody on stage, like, stopped and started laughing about it. So,
All right, Chris, go from the beginning now, from the fucking end, okay? Just not now. I'm doing, dishing. But I like a good burn like that.
Yeah.
That's why I like the rappers. They burn each other.
I do like a good, a bit of a razzing as they do.
What I'll say is during their songs, stop this and go back to the razz. Give me some razz.
Well, she used to date Zayn, and, like, allegedly he cheated on her. So I guess, like, now
I'm
she's
sure.
trying
At
to get
least it
back
was only
to
alleged.
Yeah.
Hey, there's how. Look, we're going to bomb Korea because of this map.
Oh,
mm-hmm.
That's kind of horrifying.
Great.
Is it, or are you just fucking falling for that 1984 bit at the end? Oh, we're in trouble. We better find an enemy.
That red keeps getting closer, though.
Yeah. Wait it gets to
Yeah.
Pittsburgh, and they can fucking get Rossenberger, who I think is dating Zayn right now.
Oh, my God. That's quite a dish.
Yeah, I believe they're an item since they were saying canoodling.
Well, Kanye is now suing an insurance company for $9.8 million.
You gotta go to Geico for his money. Yeah, for how much?
For $9.8 million plus interest.
You don't need
because they didn't pay him for being nuts.
Well, when he canceled his tour, the St. Pablo tour, I guess the deal was, according to the documents, he had a policy with Lloyd's to cover cancellation or non-appearance fees, and Lloyd has yet to fork over a dime. And according to the lawsuit, they don't want to fork it over because they think that when he went to the medical center, he was actually using marijuana, so they don't want to.
Well, here's the deal. I could see, all right, oh, you broke your leg, you had to cancel your tour? Yeah, I'll pay you. But Justin Bieber just canceled his tour. For no reason.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to fucking do these other 12 dates.
I think his quote was, I'm over it.
Yeah.
Well, you remember, it was like, he's not good on the road. Like, remember, like, what was that last year when he was, like, touring around Europe?
Yeah.
And it was pretty much like Tannenbaums when he's just like, Wildcat. Like, he went nuts. I actually started liking him because of that. I was like, that's fucking
We
great.
don't like
This
him a
kid's
lot.
nuts.
Because he fucking cancels like Axl Rose. So, yeah, I'm not going to give Kanye the benefit of the doubt. He decided to go nuts.
Yeah.
And you didn't fucking break your fucking ankle. You didn't chip a tooth.
Yeah, he cried.
Yeah.
He cried.
That just cray. That just cray.
But I guess the big issue is that they signed, like, you made the deal, you're going to pay me this, no matter what.
But they have a good point. You're weeding it up. You're getting fucking Looney Tunes. You smoked 2 fucking doobs before you walked out there. Yeah. And you're like, fuck, all these people are here and I don't sing. I don't sing or play an instrument.
It's kind of rants on a giant moving stage.
That stage is crazy.
I hate it. Yeah. I don't like it.
But that's what you have to do when you don't have songs. You know what I mean? The Doors just went out. They had a fucking...
You gotta dress everyone up like Derelict. Come up with a little song and dance.
And by the way, nobody bought that clothes, right?
How could they? Aren't they like super expensive? Isn't it more like a couture kind of situation?
But people who buy expensive clothes don't want to look terrible. They want to look fucking rocked up.
It's like you buy it for, I don't even know, to this day, I don't really understand like couture fashion when it's like high fashion.
Yeah.
And you make something and you sell it for something that's really expensive, but then like the only place you could wear it is like a runway. I don't really understand how it works.
I think I know, but I don't know this for a fact. This is just my theory. I think you do that. And that gets people paying attention to your brand, and then you go sell cheaper handbags, and everyone's like, look at this. Like, if Gucci put out a fucking $40 product, everybody would buy it, right?
Right.
Because they're like, Gucci, I get it.
Yeah.
But the real Gucci stuff, 8 people buy that.
Yeah.
So I
Jenny
think...
Hutt being one of them.
Jenny Hutt. Dad said, her dad gave it to her to be a little more quiet around the house. Then I get my sneakers? Yeah, you do. And you get to go talk to Raven today. Oh, great, because it's 1997. I don't know when Raven came out. I just said 97. It's probably 2007.
2000s, I think.
Yeah.
In the year 2000.
Her new show is going to be like a spin-off of That's So Raven. So it's now like her older with babies.
Well, first of all, I don't know I've never seen her show, but I love the term That's So Raven.
Yeah. I say it about everything.
Yeah.
Like, I'll just like anything that's awesome. I'm just like, that's so Raven. Can't even believe it. It's Raven as shit.
When's the next Big Brothers show?
Tonight is the Power of Veto competition.
Well, when's the Big Brothers?
We're going to be recording on Friday.
Okay. Is that the new thing?
Yeah.
Put out every Friday?
We're going to keep it on Fridays because we don't want to mess up the schedule.
Post eviction also.
Yeah.
We'll talk about the eviction.
Mess up the schedule.
Because when we did it on a Monday, some things got pushed around, and it's better for us to just do it on Fridays.
So you guys have your real jobs, and then you forget to do them because you're doing Big Brothers. All right, I get it. All right, let's dish.
Well, Beyonce.
Oh, boy.
She's looking to invest in the Houston Rockets. She put up a sale. Well, the sale was put up by the current owner, who is Les Alexander. And, she might get a big cut of that.
Here's my deal.
Just buy the whole thing.
If you don't own the team, it doesn't mean shit.
Yeah.
If you're a partial owner, it's just like, okay, you get good seats. But you have no power in what happens with the team. I say own the team or don't own the team.
Because that would be pretty badass if just Beyonce just.
Well, the only fucking reason to own a team is so, like a fan, you can go, I want that motherfucker gone. You know what I mean? I do that all the time, but I have no heat with it.
Yeah.
But if I'm a partial owner, it would mean as much as I was saying it. He's just like me. He doesn't get to say, make the trade tomorrow. I don't give a shit if it costs us money. I hate that fucking guy. And that's power, ladies and gentlemen. That's crazy ass power. I mean, if you look at most teams, those guys are just fans. They didn't play. They don't know the game.
They just made a bunch of cash and then decided, okay, I'm going to buy a team.
Yes, they made a bunch of cash. And with that cash, they purchased the team. This fucking guy. This guy has followed it.
Interesting.
I'm on top of it.
But I'm saying, like, they don't make their money from the sport to begin with. You know what I mean?
They're not trying to bleed it dry.
No, what I'm saying is no one has, like, worked their, it's been a long time.
Yeah.
The Oakland Raiders had a guy who started as a coach, became a general manager, spin that off, started a team, and owned it. That hasn't happened in fucking 60 years. That's gone.
Yeah.
Now you make your money in software or whatever, you buy a team, and then you hire people to run the team. And then every once in a while, you just fucking yell at the TV. I want that motherfucker out of here. He's fucking dogging it. There's 2 minutes left in the fucking Super Bowl, and you're blown up? You can't compete? Anyway, I'm just saying this.
Buy the team.
We had a fucking better athlete at quarterback than our opponent, yet our opponent now has 4 fucking rings. Our quarterback, donut. 0 goose fucking egg. That's all I'm saying. Let me run a team. And you'll see a guy losing his shit and making rash decisions the way you, the fan, want. Let's dish.
By the way, Jenny Hutt tweeted to me, I did say, still so Raven, and credited you.
Credit you, something people probably say to her every day.
Well, the Let's Dish segment is brought to you by Dish. Dish listens when no one else does. Dish tuned into you. To learn more and sign up today, call 1-844-CALL-DISH. Go to dish.com or visit a local retailer near you.
All right, so this is now Kevin and his two daughters. They're the K-pop. What are you doing with this one? I like the other one.
Here's the other one.
So that isn't the other one.
This is the other one.
Oh, yeah. This is the other one. So there's his two daughters. They love fucking K-pop, so they put on a K-pop show.
So cute.
And like before this show, they would the cute part of this show is they would have their dad on. Now, I don't know whether you know this. Kevin has 7 kids.
Yeah.
6 daughters and a son. Is it finally a son? The son,
It's gotta be.
Yeah, youngest is the son.
Of course.
And then they go, now we can quit. All right, so just play a couple minutes so you can see Kevin with his daughters.
Hi. Hey.
Hello. Hi. What, I'm not supposed to say hi?
You can say hi. Hi. Alana.
Okay, PC, and the answer to your question is a yes, no, yes. Is KPC back? Yes.
Yes.
Is KPC not feeling good? No. Is KPC leaving? No. Does KPC love everybody? Yes. So the answer to your question, a yes, no, yes. And as you can see, turtleneck today with this, and I have a special surprise for everybody.
Even
Oh,
for
yeah,
us?
yeah.
What is it?
Hold on a minute. Well, let me put a little cologne.
No, literally, a little cologne.
Yeah, with the cover, you want to carry a big bottle of cologne around?
Bottle of cologne.
Now you smell better. A good smelling man always smells better. A good smelling man is always on top of his game.
I can't tell everyone you're wearing
On top of
jeans
his
today.
game. Now I'm only in jeans because we're filming from the top.
Yeah,
Apple?
you can't see.
Right.
It's not a word.
Apple, yes it is.
Also.
Half the time you guys say I have words.
I'm in the middle of it.
Right.
Listen, I'm Becky. And we are.
You're a sweet guy. Sweet guy.
It actually works perfectly.
16,000 steps today so far. Today, you watch this video and you get a smile, KPC is feeling good about that.
There we go. Yeah. That's
What
what
if
life's
we
about.
don't? What if I don't smile the entire time?
You're laughing already. So
I don't think I'm
Stop for a second.
I
Why is he calling himself KPC?
I have no idea. I mean, that's his last name isn't C. I'm guessing Korean pop.
All right.
It's like labeled KPC in the title, but I don't know what it stands for.
All right, just play another minute.
I didn't know I had the pretty in my ear still. Hold on a minute. No, I have a jacket. Yes, I have
Just
a
a
nice
little
jacket. Wait till you guys see this jacket we have. Ready?
It's a surprise for everyone. It's a
Yeah,
really
it's a
good
surprise.
jacket.
What do you
Should I
want
put
me
it
to
in
Stay at home dad.
Yeah.
Ready? Now, this jacket is very stylish, right?
It's very heavy. You just hit me with the buckle.
Well, I didn't mean that. I apologize.
Here we go. Oh, Jesus Christ. Here we go.
Wow.
Oh, Dad, it's a little wrinkled at the back.
Well, it's wrinkled at the back because it was
It's fine,
in the
camera's so cute.
suitcase. Check that out, though.
Check that out.
He loves his clothes. Look at him.
That's foolish. Question is
Asinine, right? All right.
asinine. By the way, if anyone needs a jacket, you hit the girls up. I'll tell you where to get it personally. If anyone wants
Give
to
me some
borrow
info.
it, no beef. You can borrow it anytime you want.
You can borrow the jacket.
No beef.
Get the thing in the
No
stuff. Okay.
beef.
So we're going to
Does
be
that apply?
we're gonna be a little more interactive today with KPC.
See, Dad,
That's
all
it.
right.
Oh
He's
my
adorable
God.
with them, right?
He's so cute. He's really my favorite. I hope he fucking wins this whole thing.
You know, this fucking year, if they didn't try to force feed us this Paul, he'd be the star of the show.
Yeah.
I mean, he apparently his daughters just convinced him to go to an open casting. He said, I just showed up, I had a few drinks in me, I started talking to people, and I got casted a few minutes later.
Dude, don't steal from Big Brothers for this show. Save that.
Mm-hmm.
Your fucking show comes on every Friday. I haven't missed an episode this year. Now, when you did your shitty, I don't know what's happening show last year, it's not on TV. I heard one episode and got bored. This, I listen every time.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something. I like to run Vito down a little bit because I'm a mean person. He has such knowledge about
does.
this. If he had this knowledge about hockey, he'd be on fucking Hockey Night in Canada every week. You know what I mean? He'd be a big star in Canada. If he had this kind of knowledge about fucking science, forget about it. He's on Big Bang Theory.
I know.
Instead, he has knowledge about something no one cares about, so he's stuck with Chris Stanley, the man with the pole up his ass.
That's Big Brothers. You can find it on the interrobang.com.
New episode this Friday.
Yeah, I mean, he has the knowledge. He has a passion about it.
I love this show.
Spit on the stick. I mean, this kid's going someplace.
Is this possible that Vinny Brand's swearing that he has to get a new phone right now?
He texted me. He said, literally burn my phone up. Ha ha ha. Doing this from a computer. Tell him thanks.
That can't be possible.
He swears it over and over. He swears it.
Oh my gosh.
All right, and okay, I'm supposed to ignore. Let's dance and dish and dancing. Does Bay make every fucking dish that we do? We ever have a dish that isn't about Bay?
Bay shows up.
She's the big talk.
Oh.
Yeah.
What do you call her, B?
I call her V.
I thought it was Bay.
Chris says Bay.
Yeah.
She
That's
says
where I
B.
got it from you.
It's Bay. It's always
The Bay Hive, but
Yeah,
it's B.
People call it.
What?
Okay. Chris, I can't fucking follow you. You're a nerd, and
That's the
I
way
followed
it's done to
you.
you.
That makes me nerd that.
No one calls her Bay.
I mean, I heard you say it, and I was like, looks like somebody's been hanging out with Chris
Dude,
Stanley.
this is a reflection of me. Edit out this whole show. Make sure it does not make best stuff.
It's the fucking Bay Hive. Then she should be referred to as Bay.
No, you can't fucking change it. Just refer the way it's supposed to be done.
I just called the Beehive.
I call it the Beehive too.
I hope you.
I don't even understand when people started saying, like, Beyonce. Like, she really was Beyonce forever. Like, at
Right?
what point?
Destiny's Child, she was Beyonce.
Beyonce.
I've never called her Beyonce.
I never have either.
So what's the point of the Beehive?
Nickname.
I think this would be weird to call it the Beehive.
I think her time should be over.
No.
No, it won't.
She still reigns supreme.
Forever and ever?
Forever.
Stay cool. Stay cool forever. And when I worked with you guys when you were leaving, like I was stuck in Montreal.
Nothing changes but the seasons.
Where were they? What did he say, on the hill?
Nothing changes in the something but the seasons. I don't remember what he calls where they're from.
I thought he said the hill. I thought that...
Yeah, maybe
you know what?
it is.
I'm making this up, but I always thought that they were in Rhode Island.
I thought it was like certainly a northeast
Well,
kind
it is
of
New England, but, you know. The answers to these questions are yes, no, yes. That was cute. Do we love you? Yes. Are we sick today? No. Do we wish we weren't doing the show? No. Are we coming back tomorrow? Yes. I think it's so cute when a dad will take interest in the shit that his kids are interested in and just be like, yeah, all right, well, I think that one's good, but this isn't.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Right. Something you can do together.
Right. You only get so many fucking summers out there, dads, when they turn on you.
I'm here, Pop.
I don't want your respect. Gail, why don't you give us something that you want to talk about? You know what? I just want to hear about this for the first time. Take it off the fucking grid. What do you got?
Okay. I'm going to make the statement that I think that the worst embarrassing thing that can happen to you, because there's like mild embarrassments. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about like horrible, like you've destroyed your life embarrassing, but like the minor embarrassments that make being a human being terrible, like calling someone the wrong name when you meet them or something.
Somebody, can I say this? So I met somebody, I'll just say as a comic, I introduced myself and they go like this, we already met. And they look like they're pissed. And I go like this, yes, but I reintroduced myself to people because I know people all the time and people know me as a radio personality. I lied and said that rather than, I have no fucking idea who you are. I lied to make them feel better.
Right.
That's what makes me mad.
Yeah, that's frustrating because like whenever somebody can't remember my name, I feel great because I'm like, cool, it's not me. I'm not in a position, because usually I forgot their name, or like this is a rare circumstance where I remembered someone's name. But to me, like those are cringy moments. But I think the cringiest of like those kind of minor embarrassments is the wave that's not meant for you and you go in for the wave.
I did that in Montreal.
Did you really?
Yeah. I waved to somebody in the lobby that was going crazy. And they were waving to somebody behind me.
I like when this happens to me, it's like it could destroy days at a time. Where I just like I'll like go back to my normal life and then I'll remember it and be like, "Fuck, that was so fucking uncomfortable." I had a recent one that was so bad that it haunted me for a full week. So I'm sitting in a restaurant and it's like, kind of when you have the bar up against the window, so you're looking out.
Yeah.
As you're eating. And this guy walks up and he's with his daughter. And his daughter is like special needs. And she's probably like, I would say she's probably like a teenager. She seems like she's like high school age. And so this dad and his daughter are outside. And all of a sudden the daughter kind of just like walks up to the window. And she's smiling really big, and she waves at me. And I'm just like, she's so sweet. She's a special needs girl. I just like was so touched by how cute she was. And so I waved back to her, only to see her face just contort into full fear. And then
stranger danger.
She went running back to her dad crying. And I turn around, and her mom and brother are behind me looking at me like, what did you do to my child? And I had to be like, I thought that she was looking at me, and so she's crying right now because I waved at her and she doesn't know me and she's scared. And I think she got embarrassed and now she's crying. And I honestly wanted to have the same fucking reaction. I wish I had someone to cry and run into their arms after it fucking happened to me. I made her cry.
So you're just saying small, terrible embarrassments.
Yes.
By the way, don't harass other people's kids. Perfect. Especially special needs.
I didn't mean to. I was waving back. I thought I was waving back. I thought that she was just excited to see a person in the window. I thought.
Oh, why do you have a problem with this?
I don't. I was reaching out to her and trying to be sweet, and it was wrong.
Bobby in Delaware.
The quote you're looking for, Ronnie, is nothing changes in the ridge but the season.
The ridge.
In the ridge but the season. Guess what, Bobby? You stay cool. You stay cool
yes,
forever. I'm sending you into the pretty good prize closet.
Ow!
I love Beautiful Girls. I haven't seen it in many, many years.
Beautiful Girl can make you dizzy. It's like promise. Promise of a better day. A new tomorrow.
So great. What just a fine little movie. It doesn't have to be complicated to be a good movie.
No.
You know what I mean? You don't have to be in the circle where Tom Hanks is trying to fucking get everybody's information in the whole world and a girl comes out with a dumb solution for it. What is that noise?
It's just my foot.
Okay, it's scaring the shit out of me.
Don't be scared.
I thought there was a fucking giant snake in there. Chris, small embarrassments. The way you eat?
Oh, that's never good. Getting food on my shirt, just like, again. But
I hate that too, man.
I hate it. It's like I'm an adult.
You do it a lot, though.
I know. I do it all the goddamn time, and it drives me fucking nuts.
There's a picture I have that I would like to put out on social media, and I just see a small stain right there, and it's never seen the light of day.
Aww.
Photoshop it.
Yeah, Photoshop it. You can.
I don't know how to Photoshop it. It's not hard. It's very hard to Photoshop.
No, it's very easy.
I can take that out of me.
Yeah,
all right, then give me one of those like little dog noses like they do.
Right.
Good filter?
My tongue just fucking explodes. Your little embarrassment, Chris.
Walking down the street.
Oh, yeah, that is embarrassing.
And
when you look at this guy, of course.
And you see someone coming towards you, and you have to go left or right, and then they choose your same direction, and then it happens a couple of times.
It's amazing how often that happens.
That I just realized, like, people just saw me not be able to walk down the street.
The other person couldn't either.
Yeah, that's why I feel like it's more like one of those cute, like, it's a meet cute to me.
Yeah.
I think that's a meet cute when you're like, oh, we went the same way. Hi. So nice to meet you.
Get away from me.
Spencer,
You hit me right there.
Try not to run because I worry he fell yesterday or he kicked the fucking thing.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Take it easy.
There's no,
He's going very easy now.
Nice.
Yeah,
good.
Gentle.
Good.
Okay.
Calm and good.
Jen, let's go to you. What's your small embarrassment?
So I just had it like maybe a couple months ago, and I went to like this restaurant by my hometown, and I saw like somebody I knew from high school, and like I kind of like Instagram, Facebook stalk, and I saw he dates this girl that I know from like going to another high school, and I was like, oh my god, how's Vicky? Because like they were all cute on like Instagram, and he was like, No, we broke up. And then I'm like, okay, this is really awkward. I was like, so what happened? I'm like in front of my mom, and he didn't want to like tell me. I was like, oh, it must have been bad. Like it's just a really awkward. I was
So
like,
you,
really embarrassing.
yeah,
100%.
He didn't want to tell me.
What if like when Jenny when she says your dog, she doesn't know whether your dog, you know what I mean?
What if something happened to her?
Yeah,
dude,
really
Tom Rhodes said to me once, right? And it was like only a couple years ago. He goes, yeah, I heard you and your wife got divorced. I'm like, what? And then he now acts like he never said it. Because I've asked him since then, like I didn't say it at the time, but since then I'm like, hey, who fucking said that to you? He goes, no one said that to me. I go, you fucking said it to me the first time I hadn't seen you in 15 years.
You must have heard it from someone.
Yeah.
And also, that's kind of not a gentle thing to bring up. I mean, even if that were fact, heard you and your wife are getting a divorce, weird conversation starter after not seeing someone for a long time. Also lie.
Yeah, I got caught cheating. I was with a guy. You believe it? I was with a guy. I don't know what got into me.
Yeah, that's so uncomfortable. That's terrible. Ugh.
So these are the little social things.
The social things that give you chills.
Spencer, what's a small embarrassment for you? A small socially embarrassing thing that you can't stand?
Like, can you give me an example?
Well, the example would be Jen asking stupid questions.
For me, like waving at someone, but it's meant.
If I misheard someone in a conversation, I would be saying the wrong thing. That would be the most awkward and most embarrassing.
You don't like to say the wrong thing?
Yeah.
Nope. Sometimes that happens to me, but very rare.
Yeah. And Chris, he dances with people on the street.
Yeah, and when they bring up, like, oh, we're dancing, it drives me even crazy. It makes me hate them so much.
Hey, Chris, you dance with people on the subway?
Point at him.
Subway dancer! Matt, Strong Island, what's up, buddy?
Hey, what's going on, buddies?
Hey, Matt.
So, what's going on? So, about 10 years ago, I was getting married, and another guy that I worked with at the time also was getting married on the same date. So I knew this going into it, and then a couple months later, I didn't see him over the summer. September comes, and I go, hey, man, how's the wedding? How'd everything go? And he goes, we never got married.
But then he should be embarrassed, not you. He's the one that ain't a closer.
He's the one with a shitty life.
John, Iowa. John.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, man.
Love your show. It's best show on radio, guys.
I was saying that earlier, and we fried people's phones. Thanks to all the listeners who literally broke Vinny Brand's phone. Because that thing that he was doing yesterday drove me a little nuts. Like, why would you think... You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why would you think we can't make your life a living hell?
We can. If we want to.
We don't do that. We used to always give out each other's fucking cell phones to force you to get a new cell. Because the listeners will never fucking leave you alone.
I know.
When I say each other's, I mean I would do it to Fez and he wouldn't do it back. So what do you got for us there, John?
Well, about 4 or 5 years ago, I was at a family reunion, and I had one of my cousins introduce herself to me like we've never met.
All that means is that you've gained weight.
Yeah. No, I look exactly like I have since I was a small child, too, and I've seen her once a year, every year, forever.
That's crushing.
It's really horrible.
One time I introduced myself to my mom. I go, hi, I'm... Ron from the Bennington show. And she goes, well, I'm your mother. I go, always been? This is my buddy David. David, what do you got?
Ronnie,
yeah.
Back in 96, my cousin's husband asked me how my mom was doing. Well, anyway, he was at my mom's funeral. Well, anyway, just recently, he asked, hey, how's my mom doing? And I didn't know what to say.
This is a man with a drinking problem. I used to do and this is horrible, when I was like late middle school, early high school, and people would say to me, because my dad was known around town and my brother was known around town, and like some people would ask, so just, and this is me at like 15, so say, how's your dad doing, right? And I'll do my answer every time.
How's your dad doing?
You didn't hear? And then I would stop like that, hold it for a full fucking minute, and then he goes, I go like this, he's great. And they go, you motherfucker, I thought your dad died. And then, to me, I was being incredibly witty. I'm like, God damn, I'm really fucking...
good.
Yeah, I'm really a funny guy.
You're effective.
It's like my own version of punked. You would never do that, would you, Spence?
Nope.
Good guy, and you believe in jinxing, right?
Depends, yep. Also believe in superstition.
Yes, that's right. Superstition.
Knock on wood or pull your ear.
I've never heard of pull your ear.
So it's something my mom made up. It's like if like, let's say you go on a plane or something and you say, like, nothing's gonna happen. You say, God forbid, pull your ear to make it all go away. There's a Yiddish term called kinahara. So basically, you make it all go away.
Do you pull in your ear every time you get on a plane?
No. If let's say, like, we hope, like, nobody died, like, stuff like that. Like, I don't want to escalate.
Give it a pull just hearing that.
You pull in your ear.
I saw Vito do it too. He's just like me. He's like, I'm going to pull my ear for that. No.
Bert Kreischer has told me that before he gets on a plane, right, his last shower, he gets in the catcher's position and lathers every inch of his body up while praying. And when he does that, he'll be fine.
Right.
And he can get on that plane comfortably.
I need to start doing this.
It's it's better to just pull your ear. Like there's some supernatural thing.
Right.
We're going to destroy this plane in 5, 4. Wait, hold on. We've just been told one of the people on the plane got into a catcher's position, lathered themselves up, and prayed. Hey, Paul, looking for embarrassing situations.
I got a good one, guys. In high school, I played baseball, and I was a left-handed reliever. So when they called the bullpen, I ran out, and the crowd's cheering, and I can see my dad. And when I got to the mound, my coach had a weird look on his face, and he just goes, I'll never forget it, he goes, yeah, we called for the right-handed schmuck. I said, okay. So then I had to do an awkward job bullpen.
Dude, I'm going to send you in a pretty good prize closet because you finally said something that this horrified me. I think it would be really better even if nobody called out. What are you doing out here?
What's needed me?
That's really fucking awful. And a lot of times when people, I'll do this to people too. They'll go, can I get on your show? And I'll go like this. No. Just leave it sit there for a while.
Yeah.
Hey, could I come in as a guest on your show? No.
I had a terrible moment bringing an audience into Unmasked. This was years ago. It was in the hallway of Sirius XM before it was renovated. And at the time, they had giant speakers on like a stand, like a tripod stands. I'm like, hey, everyone, come with me. You're going to be seated for Unmasked. I'm walking backwards. My foot gets fucking tangled in the fucking giant speaker tripod thing, and I just bust my fucking ass in front of like 50 fucking
Didn't you also hurt your knee real bad?
Yeah, I rolled an ankle, fucked the knee up, couldn't like extend my knee, and I'm just get up and hobble my way, leading everyone to the fucking Unmasked.
Now, in this kind of cringe scenario, what's worse? Everyone laughs at you, points and laughs, or is it worse when there's everyone like, oh my God, are you okay? That looked terrible.
I'm going to say that one.
Yeah, that's much worse.
Because that makes you feel like, that's when you get that like actual, like your face gets red and you're blushing and you're just like, how fucking stupid did I just look? Like so bad that people are sad for me. They're sad for me.
I'm fine.
I think it was 2 winters ago, I got out of a cab coming here. And I fucking slipped and went fucking ass over head and started getting myself up. And like some of my stuff was down, so I had to quick, like, my things! So I'm getting up and someone went to grab my arm and said, go grab my arm and did this. I just slapped their arm away. Didn't look around, just fucking kept walking the whole time.
Dude, a partner on Charla has this joke that there's no good way to, if you spill pills on the ground to not look crazy. She's just like immediately scooping pills back into a container. Looks like a desperate crazy person.
Pat, PA.
Yeah, Ronnie, went to Catholic school as a kid when every Friday and you'd be in church, and if you're in the front row, occasionally there'd be a couple kids. Everybody would sit down at a certain point in the Mass. Be a couple kids that stood up in the front row and never knew everybody else was sitting down. One time my one older brother was standing there. It wasn't me, but I felt embarrassing as hell anyway.
Oh, man, what is worse than being embarrassed for your family? That's the fucking dumbest.
That's the worst.
I'm embarrassed my family right now.
Oh, I don't know them. I don't know
They did the wrong thing. No. They asked the wrong question. Now I look like a dick. school always set you up for that? Like when you went in and you didn't like it was a fucking certain day and people were like dressed up.
Dude, I had like a full panic attack about that every time. It would be like crazy hair day or like character from a book day, and I would be I would be so excited to do it because I love to dress up in costume. I'd be so excited to do it. I'd be in the car with my mom. Like, are you fucking sure it's crazy hair day? I was like, what? But it's not crazy hair day. And she's like, you've been excited for this all week. And I'm like, take my hair out. Just take it out. I couldn't take the fucking pressure. And then I would make her fucking do a loop around the parking lot until I saw at least 3 people with crazy hair. Like, all right, that's one. That might be bedhead. Just hold on.
How about like a little kid who says to their mom, are you fucking sure? She was literally, Gail at 4 years old, 2 years old, 7 years old, was the same person as you see here. She talked the same way. There was never like a little kid thing about her. Like she would take the little kid things and act like they were important. Hey David, what's up, buddy?
Ron, guys, how you doing?
What do you say?
Well, after 10 years in the Navy, I went back home and ran into my first cousin and asked her how her parents were doing, and she goes, David, they're dead. It was a murder-suicide, remember? It happened when I was in high school. I forgot.
Oh my God. Why did you forget it? Dude, why did you forget it?
Some of these are worth moving over. Move. Ryan, Minnesota, small embarrassments.
All right, so this was years ago, and my wife and I go out to dinner with some of her coworkers that she had just met. And they're ordering drinks, and we were young at the time, probably 22. So they carded my wife, and she didn't have her purse on her. It was in the car. So I run out to the car to get her purse, and I open the door to the car, and I'm reaching in to grab it, and I had some gas, so I let out a really big fart.
Oh, God.
And the woman that we were eating with that I had never met had followed me out to the car because she needed her ID, too, and she was parked right next to us. So I pretty much cut a gas in her face. I had to eat with her the whole dinner.
Let me just say this, Ryan. You're so lucky you live in Minnesota. Most places, that would have been a faux pas. But you live in Minnesota. John, OKC. John, what's up, buddy?
All right, so when I was 16 and I took my driving test, I pulled out onto the wrong side of the road from the beginning of it. And the lady who was giving me the test had me pulled back into the highway patrol office, got out and said, I'm not going to ride with you if you don't even know what side of the road to drive on.
Oh, Jesus Christ. The wrong
and I
side
had taken driver's ed, so I had practiced
like you're in
a
fucking
lot.
London. Driving on the wrong side of the road. Hey, Mike, Denver. Mike.
What's going on, guys?
Hey, man.
Hey, I don't know if you touched on this while I was on hold, but like when you go to meet somebody or introduce yourself or something, you assume they're going to ask you one question.
Oh, yeah. I do this all the time.
Why would anyone assume?
If they ask you, really different.
Dude, that's the best. That is the best.
Say, I'm good. They didn't ask how you're doing.
Yeah.
I do that shit all the time.
Yeah.
It happens to me, too. People fucking say that shit.
And they just say, hey, and you're like, I'm good.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, what have I done? Fuck, get me out of here.
I think it didn't happen.
I need a new job.
That's the Brian Regan YouTube bit. Like, YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
He's getting dropped off at the airport. Have a nice flight. YouTube. When the next time you do fly.
Yeah.
Brian Regan, seriously, has taken this thing, small embarrassments, and made an entire stunning career out of it.
Man, that thing, I can actually remember doing that in school and just ruining my day because I was like a safety patrol and you had to like help the little kids out of the car and make sure they could cross the street. And every fucking day, one of the parents would be like, thanks so much for helping my kid out. Have a great day at school. You too. Every fucking day. I'm like, God damn it. I'm not mature enough to be a safety patrol. Get this fucking shit right. They're trusting me with their kids' lives over here and I'm an idiot.
Hey, it's the Queen. Hi, darling.
Hey.
What's up?
I have two quick ones.
Okay.
my first big girl job, out of high school, and I was working in Center City, and this woman, one of my new coworkers, who was probably about 10, 15 years older than me, which put her in her 30s, she announces that she's pregnant and very happy and everything. So I don't think anything of it. Well, one day, a couple of weeks later, she's walking by, and I said, "Oh, how are you feeling? How's everything progressing?" And she goes, "Oh, I had an abortion."
Okay, that's on her. She put you in that weird position.
Like, I was so naive at the time. You could have knocked me over with a feather. I was like, oh. And then she just, nonchalant and walks away, and I'm like, oh. Okay.
She's very comfortable with it, so I think you should be. All right.
And the other one was a couple of years after my father passed away, his first cousin wrote on his Facebook page admonishing him for not visiting his aunt.
Oh, God.
And he's like, you really should come and visit your aunt. This is so disrespectful. She hasn't seen you in years. And I'm like, he's dead. Your mother was at his funeral, you idiot.
Oh, my God.
Just like, oh. But my grandfather always said he was a weirdo, so.
Yeah, your grandfather was right. All right, Queen, thanks so much, darling.
Right, bye.
Long live the Queen. Long live the Queen. Embarrassment is good, though. It means that you have some kind of feelings. You know what I mean?
You're not dead in there. You feel terrible.
I felt terrible so many times.
I remember one time I was robbing a liquor store, and I dropped my gun, and everybody was looking at me because they were all laying down on the ground.
Right.
I made them all get down. I dropped the gun, and then, like an idiot, I said, "Excuse me." Oh,
that's enough to just make you run out. Just forget it then.
I did. I just grabbed 2 bottles of wine, but I left a more expensive gun there. Spence, you ever robbed anything before?
Nope. I've never robbed anything in my life.
Just like just like.
Nope. Nothing.
You never stuck something in your pocket?
I'm not that type of a stupid person that would steal anything.
Would you steal something out of your sister's room when you were little?
It all depends. If she steals my things, then I would.
See,
it depends.
Everyone has these rules to society till it gets to their brother or sister.
I mean, I only steal things that is only in my house. Like,
right.
If my sister stole my money, or if
she stole your money,
oh my God.
If she were to steal money, then I would steal one of her phones.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. All phones.
She's a drug dealer, I think.
No, she's from murders.
Jeff, Cherry Hill.
Hey, buddies.
Hey.
So yeah, I was paying for dinner at the diner, and it was a girl at the cashier desk. She was a high school friend, and I knew she had a 6-year-old. I looked down. She's got like a basketball bump underneath her sweater, and I'm like, "Oh, you're pregnant again." Sure enough, she's like, No, I'm not. I wanted to die.
No. Oh, the cringes. Oh, my God, that really got me.
And I can't go back there anymore.
First of all,
I hate that shit, man.
I know. It's bad. I never bring up pregnancy.
Right, dude.
But I was with this friend of mine years ago, and he says, this girl we used to know in high school, and she was pregnant, and he goes like this, "What happened to you?"
Oh my
What
God.
happened to you?
There's a baby inside.
With child, dude. Yeah, my man was telling me the other day, we were talking about who you get up and give your seat up for, and I'm like, if I see someone pregnant, like, you get up, and he goes, "I'm afraid because I don't know if someone's pregnant, so I literally won't sit. I'll avoid someone going, 'Why'd you get up? Did you think I was pregnant?' And be like, 'No, I'm just so nice to all women.'"
You should get up for fat people, though.
Yeah.
Well, I see you're so fat. Why don't you sit down?
Thanks.
By the way, I wanted to tell you this story. So you remember your Shimshon Do instructor, right?
Of course.
Well, he's got those kids, and they always tell your mom all these funny stories when the kids does stuff. So they're on the subway in L.A., and a homeless black lady, toothless, with a crazy blonde wig, sits across from them. And, they're riding in the subway with her, and nobody says, and all the kids are there together. And then finally she gets up to get off, and one little girl goes like this, "She must be in Hamilton."
Oh, my God.
That made me,
shit. That's great.
That made me laugh so hard because, like, kids will just think they've decided something.
Yeah.
And I swear.
I got it. Hamilton. That's what I know.
How can something not, first of all, it doesn't happen to me, wasn't said to me, and I laugh about it for 3 days. She must be in Hamilton. And all they're thinking is, please don't go crazy on our children. Here is Adam. Adam, what's up?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Yeah.
14 years old. My mother's dad had passed away, so she wanted me to give her away at her wedding. Now, we rehearsed it 3 times without a tent. I give her away, do an about face, take one big step, and knock the entire center of the
Now, if I was there, I would have loved that. I would have thought, what a great moment. But when you're a kid, particularly that kind of tween age, you know, that's just crushing to you.
Because when you're little, like very little, an embarrassing thing could happen, and then like a little bit later, you're just like playing with a fucking video game. And you're like,
Yeah, you don't
whatever.
give a fuck.
But when you're like that age, like 14, that shit'll torture you forever.
Hey, when you get older, embarrassing things happen.
Yeah, they do happen.
Even when you're older, sometimes they can.
Yeah.
Anything, like something happened to you like that, Spence?
Well, actually, during my second year at camp, it was like the last night. So visiting days, parents come and they bring cookie cakes. So our counselors had to put them. Our counselors made all the kids put them away and throw them out. So I thought I threw mine out. So then all of a sudden, at the end of the summer, there were like rats crawling around the bunks. It's pretty scary though. And then all of a sudden, as we were cleaning up on the bottom of my bed, they found my cookie cake covered in mold. I was like, no way. I literally ran out embarrassed.
How old were you?
I think I was 11.
Oh my god, that's so great.
10 years ago.
Sleeping on top of a rat and cookie cake all summer.
I didn't even smell anything as well.
What's the deal with all these rats? It's gross in here.
Yeah, I said, oh my god, that must be the case, because we were supposed to, because I was embarrassed because we were supposed to clean it out, and I thought I violated the rules, but like, nobody reported me, thank god, but still, I was
breaking
embarrassed.
the rules.
Ugh.
All right, show us the way you ran out, just like it was happening.
Well, I was like, no, I just like walked out and like, I just sat outside, like, and then I came back in. My face was like blushed all over.
That is so cute. Is
that you?
Yeah, it is me.
Your phone never used to do that.
I know.
That
Now
was only my phone.
Now it's mine. And the funny thing is, it's not even music. It's an Eddie Pepitone album. It's just playing right now. I was like, I think Eddie's just called in. He has something to say.
I saw, what was I watching yesterday? A little bit of Old School, and Eddie is one of the guys in that. And I remember thinking, and this is sad, like we did with Chris with How Thin. I'm like, look how young Eddie looks. And he's like literally playing the next oldest guy next to Blue.
Right.
Another pal of ours is in that. Anybody know?
Oh. Artie Lang?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Artie Lang is in it.
Artie Lang. I like how Chris did it like, I don't want to mess up, like, oh, I'm not going to say it. Yes, I will. Artie Lang. But he says it like Artie Lang.
Artie Lang?
Lang? It's like you knew it was an Artie of some sort.
Which Artie is it?
Vince. Delaware?
Hey, Ronnie.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, I went to college with this guy, Jim, and he was in my fraternity. And I still kept up with him on Facebook. You know, I was at his bachelor party and everything. And so it's maybe 8 years later, and I'm looking at his pictures on Facebook, and he's posting pictures of him and, like, one of his buddies. And they look kind of gay. So I said to my wife, I said, hey, look, I'm going to write him a funny message and say, hey, your wife's going to start getting pissed because it looks like you're spending too much time with your boyfriend. And she looks at the pictures. She says, no, Vince, he's gay. Look at all these pictures. He changed his relationship status. He's a gay man.
So your joke was you are who you are.
Yeah, I think
like that time I teased Sherrod and said he looks black. I go, you act black, Sherrod. Here's a buddy, Captain Stacy. Hey, Captain.
Hey, folks, y'all sound wonderful today, and hello, yo.
What's up?
I'd never forget, I was 15 years old, saw this girl I had the biggest crush in the world on and sitting in a restaurant, walked up to her, and she kept giggling, and I thought I was funny, and I would talk to her, and she was giggling, and I thought, I've got this one sealed up, turned around and walked away and looked down and realized that my goddamn pants were unzipped.
I didn't know that there was another way to hit on a woman. Drop the fly. That's great, Captain.
That's how you're direct.
That's cool. Thanks, buddy.
Okay. Thank you.
Love the Captain. Hey, Mick, Oregon. Mick.
Hey, how you doing, buddies?
Hey.
Hey, so a few years back, I had a buddy move away when we were kids, hadn't seen him in years, and he invited a bunch of people to his wedding, and I wasn't invited, but I got kind of pseudo taken. And I walk in, sit down, do everything, and wedding starts, bride starts walking down the aisle, and I recognize her from college, and she was a girl that me and my buddies always called Chokey, because everybody would sleep with her and she'd make you choke her until she passed out.
I love Chokey.
Okay, makes sense.
Best.
Yeah.
Chokey's pretty epic. So afterwards, he comes up to introduce me to his wife, and she stares me in the eyes and just like shakes her head slowly. Do not say a word. And we had to do that awkward, hi, never met you before, how are you doing? And the whole reception was just terrible.
Oh, no.
Well, first of all,
so it turned out it was Chokey?
Yeah, it was Chokey.
Okay.
It was Chokey.
Now, here's the thing. In the neighborhood that I grew up in, right, you weren't going to go to a wedding that somebody hadn't slept with the bride.
Sure.
And you weren't going to get married to anybody that somebody hasn't slept with. Yeah. Now, which is more awkward? You go, you banged a chick, or someone comes and that dude had banged your chick. Chris, what's more awkward?
I think if the dude comes up to you and says, I banged your...
Why would he say it?
Oh.
It's not said.
It's
We're
a circumstance. We're adults.
I mean, first of all, yours is easy. You dropped that fucking guy. What I'm saying is you try to now rekindle yourself and act like friends again. Vito, I'm going to let you do it. You're more of a social person than our Chris. You're the big brother guy.
Well, I think I would be really uncomfortable to be the one who fucked the guy's friend, because like at least you know that your girlfriend probably fucked this guy or that. So
what is he saying?
I think okay, this is what I'm going to give you mine. I think for me, it would be like if I'm the person who had slept with the person I'm meeting is more uncomfortable because it's about me. Like if it's my man and I meet somebody, that's the circumstance, that's someone he slept with, then I'm just like, yeah, people sleep with people, it's not a big deal. But the embarrassment lies on yourself and you and your involvement in yourself.
Because person, like the person you're with now, you with this fucking dope.
Right, exactly.
That's what
100%. But I'm kind about that stuff. Like I've met exes of my current boyfriend. It's not a weird thing for me. But then when the reverse happens, I'm like, ooh, get me out of this situation. I don't like it.
It is funny because the only thing that you got going for you as the person who didn't sleep with him, that you could go like this. You're disgusting.
Exactly. It's a very like.
Is this back when you were disgusting when you were younger?
Oh, I get it.
Because you're
all
horrific.
She's so much older looking than I thought.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you get to say little things like that. She's got a bitch face. I wasn't expecting, but very nice. You know, I see what you guys had going on.
Now, Jen, you're from a small island, Trinidad. So, everybody sleeps with everybody there. What's more awkward for you?
Yeah, someone coming up to me, especially if she looks crazy. Like, it's like, if she's kind of, known for being kind of like promiscuous and just gross, and she comes up to me like, oh, I had sex with your man. I think that's worse. I'd be more like embarrassed, like, ew, this busted chick is going around saying that she had sex. That's how I would
See, here's the thing you have to remember. Men sleep with disgusting women.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
they just
realize
do.
that, yeah.
Men sleep with disgusting women.
This is something
but
that
when
happens.
women sleep with a disgusting man,
it's not great.
They have a fucking choice.
And then when they
don't have a choice.
And then that gets brought up or retold. That's why when it's on you, it's so much fucking worse. Because I hate the position of being like, this guy? And like, hey, it was a night and there was...
Wouldn't it be preferable that when you're with somebody, you never told them anybody you were with before? Wouldn't that be the best way for us to handle life?
That we're just never been with someone?
Yes, if you would just say to them, I've never been with anyone.
Yeah, it's my first time.
And then if you do meet somebody who's been with your chick, you don't know it. You're just in happy innocence and ignorance. Now, would you rather have that or just the opposite? Jen, I'm going to go to you.
I'd rather have that.
Happy ignorance.
Yep.
Even though they're looking at each other like, remember that time?
Why are you looking at each other?
I still do that thing. Remember
Why are
that thing you like?
rocking your crotches back and forth? Inching towards each other.
Remember my trick? Remember my trick?
What's this about?
Yeah. When I would put my legs outside of yours and wrap them around your back somehow? How do you do that? Spencer, what do you think? Tell? Never tell.
Probably never tell.
Because you're in college and it's just happening all the time, right? Ladies constantly, right?
Used to it. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Do you have a type? Is there a type of woman that's your type? Is she blonde? Is she short?
It all depends, though.
Yeah. You said you'd never be with a black girl, right? That was the cutest thing I ever saw. You wanted.
Okay, this is.
I mean, the physical quality of that moment. I wish.
Just explain it, because I can't.
Just a very quick moment. He asks him, "You would never sleep with a black woman, right?" His face is like, "Oh God, I don't." And then just slowly looks at Jen like, "Don't want to say the wrong thing here."
Yeah, like,
it was so.
Everybody
funny.
asks me that question. That's also my embarrassing moment.
Wait a minute, everybody asked you that?
No, well, one of my friends did, but it's still like an embarrassing question. In fact, now this is an embarrassing moment.
Oh my God, that was so cute, Spencer.
You couldn't be better.
That was so
you
cute.
handled that perfectly.
It's like the pause when one of those comedians like Letterman or Fallon, they pause and everybody ends up laughing.
Yeah,
everybody ends up laughing. You had that pause. That's called timing in the business.
Yeah.
We refer to that as timing.
Perfectly
By the way,
timed.
I'm doing the stand Friday night. Chris refuses to ever fucking promote any of my
Why,
stuff.
Chris?
Because he's so busy doing High Society, his favorite fucking show. He's like, everybody this weekend, listen to High Society. Don't go to the stand.
Seems like at least I could do both.
No, he wasn't even listening.
This Friday at the stand, Wyatt Cenac.
Wow.
I love him.
Christian Finnegan.
Cool.
Oh, great.
Jim Florentine.
I'm loving this show.
Derek Gaines.
Love Derek.
Sarah Tolomash.
Yeah.
Sarah.
And Ron Bennington.
Nice.
That's Friday's show.
Friday
That sounds
night.
fun.
By the way, this is the time of the year. August in the city. You can get into the club very easily.
Yeah.
Make sure that you make reservations, though. Who's playing Saturday night?
Saturday night is Greg Fitzsimmons.
Oh, Greg is unbelievable.
Ben Bailey.
Ben, love Ben.
Jim Florentine.
Love.
Pete Lee.
Everybody loves Pete Lee.
Ari Shafir.
Jesus.
Ooh.
And Ron Bennington.
Whoa, quite a show.
Go to standnyc.com for tickets.
Remind me to tell you Fitzsimmons' joke off the air. It's so funny, and it's such a terrible thing to say to children, but I laughed my ass off. All right, we got a break here, Chris?
Yes. Yes, we do.
We break back Bennington.
Ooh, Bennington is back. Your host, Ron Bennington, just went down to the fishbowl to check out Santana. Whoa, that was a hard stop on that song. Hard stop.
Joe Coy Unmasked, that's happening next Wednesday, August 9th at 1 p.m. at the SiriusXM studios. Go to the ibang.com for a chance at free tickets to see Joe Coy Unmasked.
Nice. Did you see Santana?
Not only did I see Santana, but how do you still look like that at his age?
I know.
He's
He looks the same.
wearing leather from toe to head, and it looks totally cool. It doesn't look crazy.
Yeah, he looks great. He looks absolutely... He's looked the same my entire life.
And before, 20 years before, I would love to tell you guys his debut show, but I don't want to.
Why?
Because I'll get mocked for it. His debut show was Woodstock. And I have such a great story to share, but I can't.
No, you can share it. That's your wheelhouse. That you know a lot about it.
You'll never hear me say wood. I'll say, I'm going to go out and pick up some sticks.
Okay.
I won't say stock. I'm going to just say that's a hack line. You scared me. I thought you were choking on that gum, but you just wanted to make sure you got rid of it before you went.
Because when I see that kind of stuff, I'm panicky about choking.
Then I thought, could I be a hero? Remind me to smoke cigars with Father John. He always wants me to. The church that he's in is like 150 years old. He wants me to go up on the roof with him, smoke
What?
cigars.
That's cool. That's his cool card and everything?
Yeah. Look how close he lives to my house.
Oh,
Same
yeah,
block.
that's crazy. That's totally nuts. Yeah, you should do that. I mean, that sounds like
I always got to be reminded of stuff I forgot to call blow. I do. You know what I mean? Like I can't
gotta do stuff.
I need literally 7 assistants to follow me around all the time.
Yeah, I mean
7 assistants at all time. What are you writing down, Chris?
Father John cigar smoking.
On a piece of paper that he's going to throw out immediately after.
He wrote it on the back of fucking the same thing that his lunch came in. So, explain to me. Wait a minute, where's my phone? I'm going to start going crazy here.
I'm going to call it.
It does no good. I never have my phone turned on. I had I have it muted. Knowing if I talk to you on the phone, it means I called you back. Remember that.
Got it.
World. Because I don't want to start hearing bring.
Yeah.
Bring. I'm a phone
But
call.
why don't you just put it on vibrate?
Look, I'm acting like it's my idea, but really, every time I put this thing up like this, it goes back down itself anyway. So it just happens on its own. It's just like something Jesus wants. I'll talk it over with Father John.
Yeah.
If you want me to.
I'm always weirded out when I hear someone's phone actually ring. Because I assume everyone just keeps it on
Don't be
silent.
weirded out. It's 2017.
I still get nervous.
It's okay.
What's that sound?
It's okay.
And every ring now sounds like.
Wait, let's go to Vinny Brandt. So how did our listeners melt down his phone?
Okay, so your phone, when
Isn't
it
that
gets...
funny, though?
I didn't even know this was possible.
I never got that many phone calls, so my phone never melted. Sometimes my mom wants to do it.
Like when your phone's constantly ringing, like when it's in that action, it's going to drain the battery. So he's getting so many phone calls, it's going off constantly. The phone then it just drains the battery, and then you can't really turn it back on because it gets drained right away.
Recharge.
You got to recharge, but then it
Okay.
gets drained all over again.
I loved it. I love it. Mm-mm-mm. Scaramouche. Stuff about Scaramouche. There's a great article. It's an oral history. You can get the link up on the iBang about the 10 days of Scaramouche.
Yeah.
And it's like
It's a
movie.
short article.
It's fucking great, though. You know, I read the Steve Bannon book, and I got into it, and I watched like a couple of docs, and I watched him do a couple of speeches. I know everyone sees him as evil, but he says some very interesting things as well.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that there's a lot of things Steve Bannon says that I go, nobody else is talking about this.
Really?
Including Trump. But it's just about the financial thing. And he was explaining what happened when we went in and saved Wall Street and how that they had fucked up so bad they almost collapsed money on the planet Earth.
Jesus.
Holy shit.
Because we're all so interconnected now. It's one of the reasons why he wants a strong America and not be independent.
Global,
Because
yeah.
I guess this could happen from anywhere. But the whole thing can melt down. Like Vinny Brand's phone did today. Like, here's what you got to think of. Consumers, are like the phone callers say with Vinny Brand.
Okay.
The banking system, which is made up of just bullshit anyway. It's just a shared illusion. But there's a math that none of us could ever do that figures this out.
Yeah.
And only a couple of people in the world probably can, and then sometimes they fuck up. But this whole thing would have went down in moments. And they said people would have been running out to Long Island and stealing everybody's stuff.
Oh my God.
Jesus, especially Long Island.
Scary.
So, anyway, the Bannon book. I would say this. Steve Bannon for president. Let's get weird.
Trump's not weird enough.
Ooh. All right, somebody, the Salsa Shark just said, Woodstock Ron in studio.
It's a compliment. It's a good thing.
Somebody else also complained to me that Holly in St. Pete did a Ozark spoiler. So don't you guys watch it.
Not going anywhere near that.
I will be.
I mean, it doesn't ruin the season, but when it happens, the thing that because they cut and paste what it was, it kind of was one of my.
Yeah, I like to be surprised. I'm not like Chris. I don't like reading the Wikipedia.
Chris does.
I don't do that
Chris
shit.
calls the author at home.
I don't read any critics talking about a movie before I've seen. No.
The thing about me is I don't read.
Oh my God.
I never learned how.
Oh my God, that's so terrible. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, I can't read. I guess I am stupid, like Spencer said.
No,
Oh,
Spencer, you said that?
Dude,
Spencer.
You seem like you're smart.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Plus, you're a radio guy. I'm sure you've read. Everybody
Not
on the
really.
news reads.
No, I just hear things from people and then I say it
That's
again
why
myself.
you ended up in an auditory business, I suppose.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. I listen to Jenny Hutt and I just repeat her show for our audience. Hey, today's the day that you do your 5, right?
Yes, it is.
All systems are go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the Spencer Berger Comedy Countdown.
Jeez, dramatic.
Oh my God.
All right, so this is Spencer Berger's Box Office Blockbusters of 2017, brought to you by Box Office Mojo's Worldwide Box Office List. And so now I have one question for everybody before we start this.
Great.
Y'all ready for this?
I love that.
It's so good.
Thank you.
It's really good.
You gotta love Space Jam.
It's so true. You do have to.
Legendary basketball movie for kids.
It is.
Okay.
Okay, so starting with number 5. You guys don't want to start guessing yet, do you?
Sure.
Okay.
All right. What do you guys think number 5 would be?
Space Jam?
Nope.
No. It's from this year, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so this has got to be the biggest box office summer hits.
5th.
I would say this has got to be what is the space guy and he's
Space
got a
Jam.
Groot.
Space Jam.
All right.
Why do you tell us what number 5
I'll
is?
start you off with 5 and 4 to make it easier.
Okay, good idea.
So number 5 listed is Wonder Woman.
Oh, I would have thought that I was going to save that one for a high pick.
I thought lower.
Yep. So we got Wonder Woman for number 5. Box office is $789,074,792.
Is that worldwide?
Pretty much.
Okay, cool.
Yes, it is. Starring Gal Gadot, Chris Pine, and Robin Wright.
Wow. I didn't know Robin Wright. Did you see the movie?
Yes.
Do you love it?
Oh my God. Wonder Woman, I must say, was one of my very first female superhero movies ever.
And you liked it?
Loved it. I thought when I saw it that Gal Gadot was hot as hell.
Wow.
Yeah.
What?
Plus, she's Jewish too. She's Israeli.
Wait, I didn't know that. Israeli women are really hot.
They are tough too.
Yeah, they are. Well, they have to be in the army for 2 years. Or 2 years.
Gotta love her name. Gotta love Diana in the movie. That's what made it hot as well.
Did you ever go to Israel?
No, I would love to go.
Yeah,
I
me
thought
too.
about doing Birthright.
Yeah.
But next summer.
What year? How old before they say you can't do birthright anymore?
The age is from 18 to 25.
I didn't know that. I thought it was younger.
Yeah,
That's
they can
great.
go for free actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, for 10 days.
Wow.
With the option extended.
Nice.
Who pays for that? The Israeli government?
No, it's free. Actually, good question. I don't really know. All right. Okay, ready for number 4?
Yes.
I'm ready for this.
Okay, number 4. We have Despicable Me 3.
Wow.
Oh, really?
Those are the Minions, right?
Yep. So the box office is $823,755,831.
Jeez, that's huge.
Yeah.
Yep.
Everything is now.
Yep. Starring Steve Carell, Trey Parker, Kristen Wiig, Jenny Slate, and as always,
The Minions.
That's good impression.
it's so weird. Like, do any of you guys know if they actually changed the voice actors of the Minions,
No, I
or
don't
do they
know.
actually sound
real.
like them? Yeah,
I think they sound like them.
because when I researched them, I don't think it's specific enough.
No, me neither.
Maybe they do change the voice. It's like same thing with Alvin and the Chipmunks.
How do they sound?
Alvin.
Something like that. I don't know.
Right,
It's good.
sure.
Gotta work on my impressions.
No, they sound like the Minions.
Good.
Yep.
Are you a big Despicable Me fan?
Actually, I am though.
Yeah.
you know, I mean, I saw the first one, which seemed great, especially when Agnes hits her face in the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Do you crack up?
Does this count as annoying? Very.
It's good.
And those are cookie robots. I thought Gru was Russian. It sounds like a Russian accent.
Do you ever do any voiceover work? Because Gail and I have done it before on video games.
Not a lot.
Chris,
though,
did you ever do any?
I never did any.
I never did any voiceovers. I only do voice impressions.
I don't know how to say this. I've never been invited back after doing a couple games. I'm starting to take it personally.
Okay. So once again, this is Spencer Berger's box office blockbusters of 2017. You guys want to try to guess number 3, or do you want me to just say?
I'm gonna do a guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Logan is number 3. That was like
that's a good
pretty
guess.
pretty.
Wrong.
I gotta guess.
That was a Trump impression. Very good.
Fast and the Furious, or whatever they do Fast and
That
Furious.
was last year.
Fate and the Furious.
Fate and the Furious.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait, that was the winner.
Actually, you guys were close, but it's actually ranked number 2.
Oh, I thought that was last year. I thought this was summer box office hits, you know?
The way Box Office Mojo does it, it's just for the year.
So would you be able to edit it down the way we want it?
Yeah, we probably could have done that.
On my last bit, you actually guessed one of the TV shows, but it was on there, but it was on a different number.
Right.
But you want me to talk about Fate and Furious?
It's
actually ranked number 2, though.
Right, go to 3 and then 2.
Okay, so number 3 is actually Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
That's what you
that's what the group movie.
Yeah.
Yep. So, the box office is $860,749,366.
Wow.
Starring Chris Pratt, Zoe Saldana, Dave Bautista, Vin Diesel, Bradley Cooper, Michael Rooker, Jimon Honsu, John C. Reilly, Glenn Close, and Benicio del Toro.
Big cast.
I didn't even know he was in it.
Yeah.
Now, did you see this movie?
I've seen bits and pieces of it. You gotta my name is Groot.
That's good.
My name is Groot.
Yeah.
At first, I thought his name was also Groot too.
Yeah, but it wasn't.
No, it's Groot. Not Groot. Groot.
Oh, got it.
My name is Groot.
And number 2?
Yep, you guessed it before. It's Fate of the Furious.
Fate and the Furious.
So the box office is $1,238,764,765.
Wow.
Starring Vin Diesel, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, Charlize Theron, Helen Mirren, Jason Statham, Michelle Rodriguez, Ludacris, Tyrese, and a whole lot of cars.
And a whole lot of cars. It's cute.
And
now,
a lot of cars.
You like this one? You see this one?
Yep.
You go to a lot of movies, dude.
Depends usually. Well, I sometimes, well, my mom's actually a member of the Academy, so she gets Academy.
Oh, so you
get
get to your house too.
And all that stuff.
So, yeah.
Did they send them to your house?
Yep.
That's
you ever
really
go
cool.
to screening rooms?
Sometimes, yeah. Last year, the screening I went to last year was, there was a movie with Usher, and it took place in, I think, South America. I forgot the name of it. It was, Hands of Stone. That's what it was.
Oh, yeah.
Hands of Stone with Usher.
All right, now we're at number 1, the big movie of the year. And I'm going to tell you the truth, I don't know it. I have no idea.
I can't imagine what it is.
I don't know this.
I can guess.
Okay.
Is it Kong, Skull Island?
All right. So, now the moment you've all been waiting for, and I just need to know.
Y'all ready for this?
Let me just, we all get up and dance for that, but Chris dances in his chair. Yeah. And that's, I mean, if you were paraplegic, I mean, like, oh, it's great, he's dancing along.
You wish you
But
could get up
there's
to dance.
There's no reason that
He just does
My knees, man. I got bad knees.
He just scoots his butt on the chair like this.
Yep.
Man, that was unexpected and really fun. I didn't think we were coming back
Yeah, I
for
know.
another one.
That's my
It really
favorite part
got
of
me.
So now we got number 1.
Okay.
What do you guys think it is?
Is it Kong's Monkey Island?
Is it 50 Shades Darker?
Wrong.
Okay. Is it Boss Baby?
Yeah, Boss Baby.
Nope.
Is it any kind of cartoon?
No, it's a real life film, but it was a cartoon.
Okay. then it's Dunkirk.
Nope. Oh, it's not a cartoon. It was a cartoon movie. Okay, I'll tell it to you.
I can't take it.
Chapter 2.
Do you want me to give you a hint or just want me to?
No,
All right.
lay it on us.
Number 1 is Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, tale as old as time.
Yep. Their box office was $1,262,454,918.
Wow. Jesus.
Yep. Starring Emma Watson, Dan Stevens, Luke Evans, Kevin Kline, Josh Gad, Ewan McGregor, Stanley Tucci, Ian McKellen, and Emma Thompson.
Oh, good.
2 Emmas, and both their last names rhyme.
What's the first Emma?
Emma Watson.
Emma Watson?
She was also in The Circle.
Oh, right.
She was also in the Harry Potter movies, too.
Not
I didn't
as
know that.
successful as the...
Same thing as Emma Thompson.
All the Emmas.
All the Emmas.
I don't even think I've ever even met any Emmas in my life.
I know an Emma.
But I know a bunch of Emmas from high school.
Emma Willman, I know.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen her forever. It's been forever.
I saw her in Montreal.
I did not.
I did. Yeah, I bumped into her. Wish I could remember. It was like the first night I saw her.
Here's the weird thing. I'm walking through the lobby. I think to myself, I haven't seen Vlad up here at all, Vlad Kamano. And I just hear, Ron!
That's
and
weird.
I go, did I do that in my brain?
Yeah, you
Did I
like
make him
summoned
appear?
him.
Yeah. Or maybe he doesn't exist, just in my imagination, because people that saw me talking to him said I looked like I was just talking by myself.
Oh, no.
He's your Tyler Durden.
I didn't even think of that. But none of you guys have met him, right?
Never.
And somebody told me that when I introduced him at the stand, for the next 15 minutes, everyone just sat there in silence. And I thought he had a bad set. But he might be just imaginary. Anyway, the point is this. Let's all be friends. Great 5 this week.
Great 5. Love the 5.
And when you started this, you said you were nervous, the first one. Where are your nerves at now?
Nope. I feel like I feel like I'm very confident.
You're very confident.
You did great.
You nailed it.
I've got my cool together.
You do. If I had a nickname for you, it would either be Mr. Cool or Dr. Cool.
Good one.
Yeah. Thanks.
Actually, that would be a name for my dad. Dr. Cool, or if he ever gets annoying, we call him Dr. Annoying. That should be a name of an enemy. Dr. Annoying.
Yes. Not your dad.
No. Not my dad.
You and your dad are buddies, right?
We are, yeah.
Best friends?
We are best friends.
Good, that's great. Chris, what about you and your dad?
My father passed away, so why laugh? Why laugh? It's sad.
Vito, how was your dad?
He's also dead.
Gail, what about your dad?
He's here.
He knows all about Woodstock.
He does.
Like an idiot. Why are you laughing? Your dad's dead.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck. I just remembered.
Forgot about that.
Yeah, I can always get him with that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, that's a great thing having these two around. They have a very easy weak spot.
I wasn't invited to his funeral.
Is that right?
I was not invited to the funeral.
That's really sad.
Would
Please
you
don't
guys
make
have
me
a bad
cry.
argument before it happened?
Please.
No, I was just, my mom thought I was too young for it. And I was like, I feel like I looking back, I wish I could have been there.
Sure.
Oh, my God. Who watched you?
He watched himself in the closet.
Like, what kind of person is you can trust with your child but doesn't care enough about the child's father? That's a strange circumstance.
I got to text my mom and find out who watched me that day.
Probably a molester. You were probably molested the day.
So this
Spencer just laughed. But he was probably molested the day of his dad's funeral.
I mean, so that was an extra bad day for you.
We're good. I mean, it's up to the kid.
Silver lining.
Yeah.
So you're saying it was consensual?
Statutory rape. By the way, 16 even sounds young for an adult to go out with.
Yeah, that's too young. If you can't make the 16 cut,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Is too young to go out on a date? Is that what you're saying?
With a man.
Yeah.
That's what happened with Pete Rose. It's too young to go out with Pete Rose.
Okay,
yeah, for
I
an
do agree with
adult.
that.
Yeah.
But, you know, Chris did have a point. It was the 70s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are weird in the 70s. It seems
Way
like
weird.
everyone was just like making out with 14-year-olds, I think.
Yeah. But at the time, we were like this. Way to go, amigo.
That's cool.
That's far out. That's far fucking out, man. You're with that child.
The movie The Nice Guys casually starts with a guy like dating a 13-year-old girl.
And what does he do? Instead of being arrested, he's just punched.
Yeah.
And that did used to happen. People would punch you for like being with their sister or something.
That's enough of a lesson.
Yeah, that was it. We ended it with a punch. It ended the way it began, with a punch in the face. All right, I'm going to be at the Stand this weekend. Come out and see me with all these great comedians. It's going to be fantastic.
On Friday night, it'll be Wyatt Cenac.
I don't want you to read the whole list.
Gotcha.
It's going to be great, great comics. And Friday nights in August, great time to go out if you're stuck in the city. I want to thank all the people who melted down Vinny Brand's phone. That's really fucking fun. It's really great. Thank you so much. Gail Meets Girls is fantastic this week. Go to that.
It's up on the iBang.
And tickets still available for Joe Coy Unmasked. It's happening next Wednesday, August 9th at 1 p.m. Go to the ibang.com for a chance at free tickets for Joe Coy Unmasked.
And real quick, Blake Ott wants to know why he hasn't gotten his Laugh-In box set 6 weeks ago.
We spoke to Don about it. He said they're still waiting to get the box sets from the Laugh-In people until they can send them back out. We asked him about it a few times.
Tell him in the future I can't give out prizes until we physically have them. I did not realize we were giving out prizes we didn't have. I normally have producers to do that for me. That's my fault. I hired the wrong producers. So Blake Ott, stay on top of me about it. And if you don't like it, we could trade out and, see if there's something that you'd rather have. But I'm very, very upset to hear that. And we will not give out prizes again until we have them. All right. That's it for us. See you again in 1974.
Ladies and gentlemen, the evening is over. We hope you all enjoyed yourselves, and we'll see you all again in 1974. Good evening!